sorry. The place is a little bit clean right now. If I knew you were planning on staying for a while, I'd have dirtied the place up a little bit.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
All right, you can come along. Just don't think I'm sharing my swamp juice with you.
Screen.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, how we doing? Totally normal conversation was happening before this.
Yeah, you guys didn't hear any of it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I forgot to take my Halloween avatar.
Oh, look at that! You're so cute!
This is my Halloween one.
So cute.
It's very cute. And welcome everybody to another installment of Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express, Part 6. Sixth time we've done this. I am joined once again at the table, going from next to me down to the end. Forgotten?
Yeah, hi! I'm Forgotten. Follow Gil.
Thank you, Forgotten. TheAmazingDyna.
Hello, I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know who you are, I don't know who I am, I don't know where I am. Let's go.
Arcus, or Realms of Enath.
Oh, hi. I'm just gonna get carried to the adventure today, that's all.
And finally, last but not least, Jarl Havi.
Hello. How's it going?
Oh,
Professional entrances.
absolutely, yes. I would expect nothing less. Oh man, it's been a minute. I'm glad we were getting back into it. October was kind of an up in the air kind of deal, but we're back. We're doing it. Let's see, what were we doing last time? Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about this earlier. You guys had gotten into the dream worlds and caused a bit of a stir there.
What are you talking about? Everything went fine. Totally normal, totally fine. Nothing bad happened.
Of course. Swimmingly.
If only we could have such a perfect memory.
Well, the good thing is that I have notes. Essentially...
Rub it in,
Huh?
I said rub it in, why don't you?
Oh god, that was something else we
Yeah.
were talking about. Is a couple people lost notes, but
We
it's
totally
fine.
have our notes. What are you talking about?
But it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally happy to provide any clearing up and a quick little flashback of what we did last time. So let's kick it over to the tabletop screen, and we will get right on that.
Yeah, you know, for the sake of chat, I think we should totally do that.
Yes, for the sake of chat.
For the sake of chat. So what happened last time? Last time you guys met, or intended to meet, I should say, with the 730 Club, a trio of a couple of them were affluent folks. The Duke, the shop owner that you spoke to and got the scroll from, and another face, a German fella who would like to talk about how horrible his life was, really try to sell a sad story, but none of y'all bought it, as you shouldn't have. And so from there, you met him and went into the cafe, but the Duke and the shopkeeper never showed up. So all of you decided to go and investigate the Duke's house, and once you got there, you found that it was bone dry empty. Very, very, very little furniture. The place was dusty. There weren't even curtains on over the windows. And so as you are beginning to explore the house, James gets a little trigger happy, I think would be a fair way to say it, and pulls a gun on the German fella, demanding answers. Maximilian was his name. He did not have the answers, and so as you explored the house, you ultimately found a door that led to what looked like a mirror version of the house, but set further in the past. And once you emerged from that house, you actually found yourself in the past, except the sky was like all green tint and everything was weird. It was bad. There were some creatures around. There was witches selling some questionable stew to people.
There were witches?
Yeah, there was that witch with the cauldron.
I thought it was an
Yeah.
old lady. Oh, never mind.
I leaned heavy into like the description. Like she looked like a witch, like
I
one of the
thought it
old
was
like
a
cartoonish looking like you would see from like the Bugs Bunny era, like kind of that, like that witch.
Oh, one of my exes. I got it.
Damn.
Coming in hot tonight.
Coming in hot. You guys saw some pretty unsettling shit, but the most unsettling shit that you saw was the Duke, who seemed to be running this dream town place. And he was about to execute the shop owner. nobody wanted to immediately speak up to defend him. So Evangeline shot.
No, you're not telling it right. I didn't shoot for no reason.
I didn't say you didn't
spoke
shoot
up.
for no reason. You did speak. You did speak up,
Lied.
Yeah.
and it looked like everybody was about to turn against you.
I shot a dude in the head.
You did shoot a dude in the
Somehow.
head
I
on
didn't
accident.
know.
An innocent guy in the
Yeah,
head.
a guy in the crowd. You were
He was
aiming for the
blocking
Duke,
my
I think.
view, okay? The person was blocking my view. I needed to get it back.
Yeah, you just had to make a little peephole in somebody. No big deal.
Mhm.
Look, I don't want a reputation that I shoot for no reason, okay? I was just
fair.
after some hands.
I wanted the Duke to see me so that he knows who's talking to him.
Oh yeah, he saw you all right, and so did all of his guards. Who, once the crowd dispersed, they started to pursue you down the street back to the house from which you came. Unfortunately, Delphine was not able to keep up with you guys, so I think James, you were the one that somebody lugged her over their shoulder.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you guys booked it back to the house.
Aimed, or like, I did something helpful.
You did.
Hmm.
I was
Uh,
knocking stuff down.
You got James's
Right.
workout in.
You can come along.
Well, I was
Just don't think I'm
Whatever.
sharing my swamp juice with you.
But you guys made it back to the house. You went back through the door in the basement from where you came. Oh, cool, a bot in the channel. Cool. Hey, get fucked. Goodbye. I don't know if any of my mods are on, but I'm gonna go ahead and just ban their asses.
Hooray.
It's okay.
Fuck you, bot.
I had my shotgun out.
You have a gun?
I do. It's
Yes.
Why
called
didn't Dyna steal
Gil's
yours
was
instead of
shot.
mine?
And if you want this
Look,
emote,
I have
you
my own
can
gun now.
subscribe to Gil Swamp Guy.
Yes, the shotgun emote.
Yeah.
Drawn by Dapper Pumpkin.
Oh, I have a laser.
You guys make it back. You make it through safety. You spend one more night in the hotel, at which James, I believe it was James, stayed in a separate room, but then while looking out the window, saw a figure on the dark street looking back at him, put something in a bush near the hotel, and then just nod and walk away. James goes down to investigate. It turns out to be a rolled up piece of parchment. Brings it back up to show everybody else, and it comes with a little note that said, "I figured you would like the genuine article," and no name
I'm
signed to
sorry.
it.
The place is a little bit clean right now.
Thank you
were
for the
planning on
resub,
staying for
Dyna.
a while,
Appreciate
I'd
you.
I
have
was
dirtied the
compelled
place
by
up
the
a little
shotgun.
bit.
So after you got that little note and the scroll, you find out that the scroll that James had gotten from the bushes is the real deal, and the one that Evangeline and Delphine had bought from the merchant was a fake. You guys spend your last night in Lausanne, and you board the Orient Express once again the next day, and you guys are currently heading to your next stop, which is Milan.
I want to say I go and get my
Ooh.
scroll because G threw it out the window. So before we leave, I want to get it.
valid.
Totally
Why are you
fine.
gonna throw shit out the window, bro? That's rude.
Yeah. So that's where
Sorry, I apologize. Why you got to throw shit out of the window, bro? That is rude.
I don't throw your stuff out the window. I don't understand why you had to put your hands all over mine.
You're the one who gave it to me.
No, well, you said you wanted to look
Go
at
to
it.
throw out of
and
the
then
window.
You just plucked it and you threw it out the window.
Now, why don't we just take some time and go over to the food cart and Delphine can buy us something lovely to eat to settle the matter.
Are you
Like
hungry
peaches?
for more pocket shrimps?
I met Evangeline. I am terribly sorry.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
you like, I don't know what you think I'm going to be buying you, but I can barely buy myself any food.
No,
I am the lapdog of that one, and points at
Evangeline, I'm sorry. I had far too much to drink the other day. I'm in the mood for some pesh melba, poached peaches, and ice cream served with raspberry sauce. And I've said it, and now I realize that peaches mean butt.
Well, I hope you have a fine breakfast, Archie.
I wonder how Celine is going to afford that.
I thought we were putting it on Evangeline's tab. Is this not? Are we not backed by Evangeline right now?
No, I've spoken with most of the staff here and locked y'all out of my credit, except for this one. And I point to Delphine.
Well, I guess our next stop is in Milan before we're on this train for too long.
Come on, Delphine. I have a hankering for some poached peaches and cream. That just sounds fine. I have no idea where I got the idea from, and I
Such a
offer
wild
the
idea.
grip of my arm to Delphine.
Oh, Delphine happily like takes it and just is like, it's so weird. I wonder. I started to have the same feeling. It's almost as if there must be like a peach aura in the air today.
I'm just gonna lean over to James and loudly say for all the people nearby, they mean butt. That's what they're in the mood for. Peaches means butt. Or so I was
Wouldn't you
told.
like it?
I mean, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let a little loose, and that's absolutely fine. Right, Delphine?
Ah, morning mimosa. I'm all for it. Yes.
I was drinking water and fucking got me to choke.
Now, my grandma said that if you want to cure a hangover, the only cure is more hair of the dog. So we better get to drinking so we can get rid of this nasty headache I have.
I couldn't have said it better than myself.
So you guys procure your refreshments during this trip. As you guys are riding along the rails, you see that the scene outside transitions from open fields and farms slowly into factories and houses. As the buildings become more numerous, the sky loses the deep clear blue the words are hard. The deep clear blue that's present in the mountains. You see that it starts to become a little overcast, and fog and smoke obscure the outlines of an industrial city. The few patches of green appear and disappear abruptly. And then shortly afterwards, the Orient Express pulls in to Station Centrale, arriving at 12:20 p.m. So this you feel the train's brakes start to kick in, and the train eventually slows to a crawl and then stops at the central train station in Milan. As you make your way off the train, the first thing that you see is the station. It looks like a bomb has hit it. There's rubble lying about in heaps. There's gray dust over almost everything. The train stops, it breathes its last gasps of steam, and all falls quiet. There's nobody on the platform. The station's remarkably empty.
Attendant, I'm looking for one of the attendants in the car.
Yeah, there's a porter who's nearby, who's kind of just like overseeing a couple things about the train itself.
Yes, porter. Sorry. Do you know what's going on outside at this moment?
Oh yes, the new government has decided that the station's decor be substantially changed, and much of it's being pulled down before the upgrading can begin.
Wow. That sounds good? Bad?
Do you want to give me a psychology roll?
Oh no. Don't make me roll things.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh.
How was the government?
Oh, how was the government? So as you're reading this guy, as he's telling you this, he seems really, really, it feels like there's like an air of depression about him. Like, as he's telling you this, he seems overly tired. He seems like his mind is not 100% here. He looks like shit, like he hadn't slept in days. And it's not what you were expecting when arriving into a city such as Milan.
So I get the feeling that we should be a little more cautious of what we're doing here in Milan. Seems like the government has a lot of unrest. Am I picking up what you're putting down?
Something's causing some unrest for sure.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
according to Bedou's notes, there was a piece of whatever we're looking for that was sold to somebody from around here. So maybe whatever this is, it was causing a lot of distress in the past. So maybe it's causing distress again. You know, like the suicides in the oh my goodness, in the last place we were at. I'm sorry, too many morning mimosas.
That was the Duke murdering them, right? The suicides?
Regardless, something is probably happening wherever the pieces are located. However, was it the DM? I shouldn't cut off.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say, as you kind of look around the rest of the station, like I said, there are no other people who are lined up to board the train. The station is like bare bones dry. Like, you see like maybe a couple people who work at the station walking around, but other than that, it is empty.
I'll head to the door of the train and just hold my hand out for Evangeline and Delphine to step down.
What time is the train leaving again? Like, how long do we have in Milan?
I think you have a few days.
Okay.
As I leave, I put a box into Archie's hand instead of taking it. Don't think
just
too
hops
hard
down.
about this, alright?
I'm trying to find
And
notes.
inside is that little peach dessert he wanted.
Notes tab.
A poached.
What a good day.
Oh, I guess I could use it back.
Well, then I'll just help Delphine down then.
Oh, Delphine just hopped out while that was happening.
Oh.
I just think
I am offended now. As I'll follow the two ladies.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Traveler's Guide. Apparently, there's a long and celebrated history here.
They also have a post office in the hotel.
Oh, are you looking to get your package?
I do believe that we could uncover the mysteries of what was going on.
Oh, well, I mean, I do not see why not. There's a lot in here about the many wonderful things about Milan, and all of it read as gibberish to me because I don't understand what happened.
Well, I guess
Such smart, big brain.
let's start heading in the direction of the Hotel de la Ville.
Well, might as well.
Alright, I guess we're going to the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele.
So,
To see about the post office.
so as you guys step out of the train station and into the city proper, the initial impression that you feel is emotional emptiness. You look around this city, and while the brick and mortar is sound, the flesh and blood seem to not be. It doesn't have any brashness nor vivacity. In the pale winter light, the gray city just seems dim. Architecture and streets are impressive and imposing, but the inhabitants are unable to match such grandeur. They're all immaculately dressed. They start lightning fast conversations and then languish into embarrassed silence after superficial topics like the weather and work and health have been touched on. As you guys start making your way to the hotel, you see people slumped over at cafe tables, exhausted. You see people leaning heavily against the walls and posts, crying. You see the breakup of couples and of old friends turn to sullen anger. The open admirational physical beauty change to envy and sniggering lust. The contrast between such spiritual poverty and the elegance of dress is keen and puzzling. Also, as you guys are making your way to the hotel, you pass by a newspaper stand. And you see the person who is at the stand selling the papers, as opposed to like being loud and boisterous, exclaiming the headlines for the day. He's just kind of sat at a stool, lazily holding a paper up, and with tired eyes is just muttering, "Opera star missing, fears of abduction."
I
No,
run
I'm
over
gonna
and I
buy
grab a paper.
I run over
I'm
as
gonna
well.
buy paper.
Okay.
Archie and I are holding the paper like one hand on each side.
I realize I know. Aw. Delphine doesn't have the same reaction, but knows why. Eventually.
Let me know if you guys are now able to see the first handout.
Double check.
Archie,
And,
our opera singer.
I know. Also, Gil, I think you have to put it in our journals first.
That's
before
correct.
sharing.
Yes. Let me do that real quick.
Well, oh goodness me. How could she?
handout.
We have to stop exactly whatever it is we're doing, and this has to become #1 priority.
I know. We had free tickets to the show.
Right? You know, Archland, have you noticed that this city lacks a certain gumption to it?
I dare say I haven't seen anybody out enjoying a nice coffee on these days.
There are no soirees. I was promised a chitter and chatter to this town, and unfortunately all I hear is just sullen words and half-empty promises. I feel absolutely robbed. How about you?
I feel even more robbed. I had these free tickets to see Caterina Cavollaro, and
You-
if she's missing, what am I supposed to do?
You had free ticket. I have the other ticket. You cannot have my ticket.
The free. Well, I mean, if you have one, you can get the rest of the people in. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh.
So I'm just going to read this for the audience. Police have expressed fears that soprano Caterina Cavollaro may have been abducted from Milan's Station Centrale. The singer has not been seen since she alighted from the train from Paris yesterday at 1 p.m. Since then, she has not returned to her apartment or attended rehearsals at La Scala, where she is due to sing the part of Ida, which opens tomorrow night. Arturo Toscanini, music director of La Scala, has confirmed that he has had no contact with the singer since she departed Paris. Police request that any members of the public contact them if they have any information on the whereabouts of Signorina Cavollaro. We heartily urge all Milanese to join the search for our most beloved star.
I'm just gonna look up at Evangeline.
I'm
Was I
looking
the
up at
last one to
Archland.
see her?
Well, during your late night tryst, did you happen to find out where her apartment was? We could maybe start looking.
Yes. Yes. I'm just gonna look at the DM if it's come up in our conversation.
She would not have told you where her apartment was.
Ah! I am.
Uh,
I dare say I'm a little bit offended.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
are you
I
in
wanna
the
go up
habit
to
of
him.
telling your one-night stands where you live, Archie?
Ooh.
I just
Well,
wasn't
I mean-
sure if she asked for a second date, but apparently not. So somebody
I'm
maybe
just-
just thought of as good poached peaches as they like to think.
Yeah, I thought my performance was one of the better ones, but I guess not. Should we go and see if we can meet the one that she works with at La Scala?
Now, did we see anything odd? Because we saw her stay on the train when we left to that one stop, right? We got off, she stayed on the train,
She stayed on, yes.
and that train just goes to the same place every time, right?
But it says she never got off the train, I believe.
I assumed that she was going between Milan and Paris and just came back. Was coming
Right.
back on like a trip from Paris back to Milan, like in the time that we were waiting, because we're on like a tourist train, and maybe she was on like the tourist train coming back, but you know, also on like a passenger train just for commuting. I don't know.
We could
Well,
head back. Sorry, Evangeline.
No, please do, Archie. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I dare say I interrupted you, Evan.
Well, I thank you kindly. All I was gonna say is that I think the train repeats its stops. That's why it doesn't matter which train that we get on each day. So I think it should have stopped here. Maybe we should check if it actually stopped, or if it did. Sorry, what am I trying to say? We should check to see if the train actually made the stop, the whole train. And if she didn't get off, then, well,
Delphine lights up.
I know exactly who we should be talking to. We have to find whoever cleans. We have to find the janitorial staff. They know everything that happens in these places. Trust me, they always talked about it in the in the past. They know everything.
Excellent. Then
I'm
back
sure.
to the train station.
we'll follow your lead.
I'm gonna go up to the newsstand boy.
Okay.
gonna be
Like I
like-
said, he's just sitting there kind of half-hearted and also depressed like everybody else.
Do we have, is it coins or is it dollar bills
Um,
for currency?
I think that's covered in the Traveler's Handbook, what currency they use, but I think you guys have like some, you have some pounds, you have some, francs, yeah.
Trying to navigate this. Oh, jeez.
We might have to come back after we do some exchange.
Oh.
Possibly at the train station.
I actually did pick up quite a bit of other currencies, as I'll pass a couple coins to you,
There you go.
James.
All right.
I'm not
I'm gonna-
going to ask
I'm
where
gonna
you
put some of
found
that. I'm gonna put some of it on the counter and be like, "Excuse me, kind sir.
Yes.
Do you know of anything else that it's a bit odd going on in this city?"
Everything seems fine to me.
Hmm.
Just another
So
day
an opera
here.
singer. So an opera singer that's very famous going missing is pretty normal.
That's not normal, but as far as everything else goes, I'd say it's all, it's on the up and up.
Hmm.
Now, sorry, what did you say your name was, young lad?
It's Esteban.
Estavan. Can I
Estavan.
ask you a personal question?
I guess.
When was the last time you were happy?
Oh.
Happy?
Yeah, you sound like you haven't felt the touch of another human in a while.
Hmm.
And I'll just look over to Delphine.
I don't know, honestly. This is. Do I not seem happy? And he looks to you, and his eyes are like bloodshot.
Oh, good God, no, you don't. You look dreadful.
No, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. We can't change your face.
What?
Then you have to turn around. What is up with that?
My
Anthony's
God,
glass
dude.
around today. You're making implications about my line of work? My previous line of work, I have retired.
Yeah, I'm just saying, a
My
hand on a shoulder
God.
goes a long way.
I mean, of the two of us, Delphine, you would probably be the more huggable one, as they say.
Okay, well, when let me take a look here into my brain for a second.
Let me check
It
in
would be
first.
like, yes, okay, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Your eyes. Have you looked into a mirror lately? I mean, I figure probably not. Otherwise, you may have noticed that there's a disconnect, don't you think, between your words and your overall personhood, I guess, would be. Is that the word? I don't know. Why? Have you been sleeping? Can you do like a check, psychology or something?
Yeah, give me
to-
psychology.
Okay. It is a success, not like any special
Okay.
success, but it is a success.
That's totally fine. So as you're looking at this this paper boy, his demeanor indicates that he, along with, now that you put it together with everybody else that you've crossed paths with, seem to suffer from the type of depression similar to like the delayed shock often experienced some months after somebody's died, like somebody close to them. The shock coincides with the intellectual realization that their beloved is really gone. And so as you see this in this guy, you kind of take a look around to anybody else who's nearby the paperboy stand, and you start to recognize those same traits in everybody else.
Just curiosity, has this been going on for a while? Has this just been since the disappearance of our opera star? Or has something else happened? It seems like collectively the city is not taking the disappearance very well.
I don't remember. This is, I mean, her disappearance certainly doesn't help, but this I've felt like this for as long as I can remember now.
The entire city is numb.
Have you felt this way since the war ended, or?
I was not in the war. I was too young to
Oh.
enlist.
No. Did
This
you-
one is just a darling lad.
Well, we
I might
can't
have
save them
accidentally
all, but we should focus on saving the singer.
I think that's actually a keen idea.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder. Things might get better for you.
I guess that remains to be seen, doesn't it? And he turns his attention away from the four of you and back down to the papers.
Well, I dare say he sounds kind of hopeful.
I don't
Sometimes-
really get that from him, but I'll believe you.
Sometimes when the wheels of fate decide that everything is doomed, you just decide that you are rather roll with it than be sad about it. And that seems to be the entire feeling of the city. So come on, let's go. We must find the opera star and find the cause of the problem. I told you it was more than just a suicide, Archie, and you wanted to question me.
Well, I'm just saying there's things afoot.
Look, I don't care. We gotta get that opera singer back.
Hey,
But why kidnap an opera singer?
I could tell you many reasons why.
We don't want to hear him.
Or at least any of the reasons that don't have to do with how good a ballet she might have been.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, I know what you talk about. Not
do
like
not.
you, but people like you.
Hmm. Well, if it was the Duke that kidnapped her, well then, that kind of explains a lot.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But the Duke was in our town, and the opera singer had already left.
What's to say there
Right.
is not some kind of a portal, though? We found a portal into another
Okay.
world. There could be like a door room somewhere with a bunch of doors, and maybe we'll just open the door and it takes you somewhere else. Kind of like
Well-
the tunnels underneath everything, like a barrel.
Do you think there's one on the train then?
Could be.
What if he has a house here?
Or under a station. So the Duke? Well, I think our best bet is to go back to the station, get some currency converted, unless I say you have us here in Milan, apparently.
I have a small amount of lira, not enough for all of us. It's simply a little bit of a nest egg, shall you say, if Evangeline doesn't want to contribute. Oh, my back is a
Evangeline
little
looks
sore.
like she's not listening.
Well, I feel like talking to the regular staff at the train station might be a good starting point. I can go over there if either of you have a better idea of what you think would be more helpful for your dear Caterina.
Well, let's stop gabbing the gab. And I grab Archeline's hand and Delphine's hand, and I gesture for Delphine to grab James's hand, and I start
Grab
walking.
James's hand. Apparently, presumably, probably not the bad hand.
All right, enough dilly-dallying. We have an opera singer to save.
We're off to see the wizard.
So wonderful.
Even better
Beautiful.
imagining.
All right, who's who though? That's the real question.
I guess I'm the Tin Man.
I am obviously
But
the
you-
lion.
You have a brain.
Um,
Or no, it's the scarecrow that doesn't have a brain.
Yeah, so that's Archie.
No, that's me.
no,
I was thinking it was Delphine, but okay.
I'm the lion.
I didn't want to make
I
an
hear-
insult at, Delphine.
Actually, I mean, it is between because Evangeline's been petrified quite often.
Then the lion.
I don't think that Evangeline matches the cowardly lion, because
No, not at all.
Cowardly.
Not
She
at
isn't
all.
cowardly. No, Evangeline is Dorothy, and Archie is the lion.
Archie's Toto.
Oh,
Damn.
Be nice.
I mean, hey, everyone loves Toto, so.
Yeah, and Toto's always being killed and carried around in Dorothy's arms. So there you go.
Cute.
It tracks
wait,
actually.
Saved.
I mean, Evangeline's
Yeah.
got the number on this one.
So,
Whatever that saying means nowadays.
so the four of you make your way back to Station Centrale. It is still once again empty, save for some like skeleton crew of the workers that are there. There is somebody at the exchange counter, so you can exchange your currency if you would like to.
What does I think I have like a credit
I'll do
rating of
that,
2.
yeah.
So
I already arranged with the train to get my currency converted for every stop.
There you go.
I can spend $10 according to Roll20. I get my $10 worth of lira.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the currency person.
Okay, yeah. You approach, and like everybody else, he seems pretty heavily downtrodden.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
By any chance, did you see, perhaps a lovely singer with a crowd of people wanting her autograph?
I assume you are talking about Miss Cavollaro.
Yes.
I was here when I think I might have been the last person to have seen her, actually. A man waved to her from an Alfa Romero RL when she got off the train. She approached him, and after a brief conversation, turned back to wave to her entourage, and then got in. Her manager collected the luggage and didn't seem too pleased about her getting in that car, but that was all I saw.
When you say not so pleased, do you mean angry?
He was
upset?
audibly rolling his eyes.
Okay. Which direction did you say they were in?
I wasn't able to track that. She was getting off of the platform, and as I said, a man in Alfa Romero RL, it was the latest model if I recall, was waving her over, and then she got into the car with them and they took off. I couldn't tell you which road they went down. They just left the station.
Could you tell me what color the model was?
It was all black, I believe.
Could you tell us if she's married?
I don't believe she is.
Can you give
Thank
us
you
a
for your time.
description of the man who picked her up?
Yes. Yes.
I couldn't see him from where I was. I just saw the hand waving from out of the car.
Could you give us a description of her manager? Or even a name, since you knew he was her manager.
Her manager. I can't say I really recall his name. He was a portly fellow, balding.
By chance, was it Arturo Toscanani?
No. He's the music director of La Scala. He's not her personal manager.
If you don't mind me inquiring, a brand new model of the Alfa Romero, it sounds like this might be someone quite rich. Does anyone come to mind?
Not from the top of my memory, sir.
Do you know where they sell those types of cars?
Around here, I can't say I do.
Is there an office of imports close by?
There might be one at the police station. I don't know much about the workings of that, though.
We should head to the police station.
I feel like there's a couple places that we could head. We could try and inquire with her manager at the place that she's supposed to be practicing at. We could go to the police station and look at the import records to see if anyone imported this particular car, since it appears to be rare. We could...
One moment. Is there anybody in the train station that's like literally like janitorial staff, or just like kind of like a person who works sort of like the back end, not customer facing jobs?
There you see a young man who is carrying around a broom and trying to clean up at least a little bit of this massive dust that has accumulated.
Okay, so Delphine's gonna actually walk up, like, kind of, as I guess everyone is discussing what to do, kind of like split away, since the conversation with the currency exchange person seems to have run its course, and go over to like the little sanitation worker.
Oh, hello, excuse me, I apologize. I don't mean to be a bother, however, my friends are friends. It's an awkward situation, and I do apologize for that, with Caterina Cavollaro, and we understand that she has gone missing, and I just wanted to know, is there any kind of talk that maybe, the workers have had behind the scenes? Anything about, we heard that she was picked up by a mystery man in Alfa Romero, and so I'm wondering if maybe, is there any gossip, if you know of any? What do people say?
I tend not to pay attention to most people, miss. I only know what I read about in the papers. I wasn't here the day that she went missing.
Valid. I totally understand. I could not expect you to know more than you know. Is there anyone that you know who, just loose lips sink ships? Or if you've ever heard the saying, maybe it's an American thing. It doesn't matter. That if there's a person who knows things, a gossip.
I think there's another gentleman in our janitorial staff. He seems to be a bit of a obsessive over Miss Cavollaro.
Obsessive?
Just a little bit, yes. He's proudly said that he knows where her townhouse is.
Oh,
That
okay. And
is
is shut up, Archie. Keep your opinions to yourself for 10 minutes. Is he not working today? Are you on opposite shifts? Does he frequent anywhere? A bar? I could use a drink.
He's actually standing over there, and he points to kind of the far end of the station, kind of close to the front doors, and you see this older guy. He's probably in like his late 50s, and he's just kind of sulked against the wall. His mop and bucket just sitting next to him. He's just kind of leaned with his back against the wall, just kind of, it looks like he's sleeping, standing up almost.
You have been an absolute dear. I appreciate your time. You are wonderful. Thank you. I am going to go talk to your friend now, and I appreciate your information. And Delphine's gonna turn around and just scurry, not really hiding anything, walking over to the other janitor and just being, excuse me, I understand that you are the gentleman to talk to about all the what's the phrase, the hot goss on Caterina Cavollaro. Someone said that you might know where to find her townhouse, and I am a big fan. I cannot even begin to understand how much I love her. And if I could just get a peek, I know it's kind of weird to be asking that, but I was told you could help.
The gentleman doesn't move at all. You just see his eyes open, and he just looks up at you, like kind of like Kubrick's stare, kind of. And he just goes, yes, I fancy myself a fan of Miss Cavollaro. I'm sorry, I'm very tired today. But yes, I do know the whereabouts of her apartment. It's in a part called San Carpoforo.
In San Carpoforo. I don't know how to spell. Well, you know what? This is fine. It was whatever. Oh, that is incredible. Mind me, I also have just another kind of personal question outside of the mutual fan that we have. It seems like there is just a very dour feeling over the city. When I have met other gentlemen from Milan in my past, they've never acted quite as such, and it is concerning to see that it is almost the entire city is very, as you said, tired. Is there something going on? I'm concerned.
No, we're all concerned, really. Our prized singer has gone missing, and I'm sure everybody is a little saddened by her disappearance.
But there was a young boy over at the news station who said that there was almost a dour feeling even before the opera singer went missing. And I'm just wondering, you look like a gentleman who maybe has seen a thing or two. You have a story or one to tell. When has this started? I feel like if I'd have met you, I don't know, 10 years ago, you would not have been such a gestures at his general being.
I can't say I know. I'm terribly sorry. It's always felt like that, and at least to me. I'm not sure. He kind of looks away from you, like not moving, just moving his eyes away from you, And he seems like he's just kind of like staring into the ground now.
I want a vibe check, basically, just like general. I can do. I don't know if it's psychology is what you want us to roll for that, just to see like, okay, like is he being truthful with me about like the San Cab location of Caterina's apartment? I couldn't spell it to save my life.
Oh yeah, it's if you want a spelling, it's San Carpoforo, Carpoforo.
Okay. Hey, actually, oddly enough, my scribble kind of looks like that. Anyway, so San Carpoforo, but also just like in general of like, does Delphine think that if she pushes the issue, is she really going to get another answer, or is this guy really being genuine that they are so? And I guess I don't know if Delphine would understand like the level of depression maybe in a human with the amount of people that she's talked to.
Right.
That like, oh, they're just that numb that their fucking memory is shot.
Yeah. If you want to give me psychology for that, you can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. I'm happy to.
Approximately what month is it?
Let me see. I believe this is still during the winter months. I want to say January.
January of 1922.
Yes.
I thought we were in
23.
23.
My bad.
Oh, okay, 1923.
Yes.
Can I look around? Does the platform actually look like it's under construction, or do I think that's just kind of a cover story?
Give me oh shit. Spot hidden.
Oh no, I am not very observant.
You want me to help you?
And I haven't told you I'm looking around, so it makes sense for you to help me.
True.
For the failure on the psychology roll, it would be 39 of my luck points to make that a success.
Yes.
Oh my
Never mind.
God.
I'm just gonna accept it. I'm just gonna accept that failure because I don't feel like spending my luck points on this particular read. I'm gonna accept that this guy is genuine.
I'm going to lean into Delphine, and I'm just going to say, I think some of the gloom here is due to those in power. I believe it was fairly recently that Mussolini took office and hasn't reflected the best on the people.
I have heard that. You know, after the Great War, you'd think people would learn to just get along, but you know, maybe the Great War will be big enough that there'll never be another one, and that's all we can hope for.
Also, just real quick, Archie and Delphine, make sure you put that bubble next to psychology since you guys have succeeded on that prior.
Okay, I was gonna ask. I was waiting for a good point to ask about my one success,
Yep.
if it needed to be an extreme success or hard success, or if a regular success was enough to.
A regular success was enough. But yeah, just make sure you're keeping track of the ones that you succeed in, so we can improve them at the end of the session.
I did forget that. Thank you.
I did not forget. I had it marked.
Yeah. I have an exquisite drive auto score. Could I potentially roll that to see what I know about the Alfa Romeo RL?
Yeah, go for it.
I hate my life.
Oh no.
I was 75 in drive auto, and I can't even roll a success. It's gonna be a day.
While Evangeline's trying to think about the cars, can I look around the platform, and I want to check whether or not there's like big banners for Mussolini's government that seems to be like putting the gloom on the people, or if it seems to be unrelated to the current regime.
I could tell you without a roll that you don't spot any banners on the platform.
Oh. Okay. Do I get the feeling that it's not like this doom and gloom is not related to the regime then?
Trying to think of how I can. I would say, I would say that that it's probably not related.
Okay. Okay.
You get the feeling that it's probably not related.
Now, I'm gonna go up to the pervert. Let's call him. Sorry, you mentioned that.
What are you talking about? He's great. No.
Cavaro's apartment was in the region of San Carpafaro. Do you know any more details as to the exact location? I assume that you've looked through a window or two in your day.
Yes, it's the one with the burgundy shutters. There's only one townhouse that's like that.
Ah,
I can't recall the exact street number.
Ah, okay. Look around for the burgundy shutters. Now, do you often go up to people's windows?
I feel like I shouldn't have to answer that.
I'm not the police. I can't confirm if he's not the police, but I am.
Archie, are you looking for advice? What are you doing over there?
No, I just think it's creepy, Evangeline.
Uh-huh.
Well, you have your hobbies and I have mine. And he, at that point, he kind of like closes his eyes back like he's trying to fall back asleep.
Well, I guess at this point, should we head over to her house, or follow up about this car?
Aside from like bloodshot eyes, do all of these people have anything in common? Like, are they all drinking the same coffee? Do they smell the same? Like, is there any
outside of how like their open depression, I guess, everything else is still relatively normal. They're still dressed very well. They're all enjoying different kinds of refreshments and stuff. It just seems like the mood of the people in this town has dropped to like historical lows.
Do I feel any different here?
You don't.
All right, fascinating.
I'm just gonna lean over. Mussolini.
Is that a dessert, honey?
No, no. It's the Prime Minister.
I'll have one chocolate Mussolini, please.
I'm not a fan. Let's put it that way.
Is the creep asleep?
Yeah, he's fallen back asleep.
Archie, how do you know so much about Italian government?
Let's say when I served in the war, I traveled around quite a bit, and I got to know a wide variety of people.
I see. Are you sure that the window surfing wasn't a hobby of yours?
I don't know if I would say I was window surfing. Maybe in the sheets, but not window.
Like, how did
window
you meet
buying.
all of the people you serve?
Oh, I do magic tricks on the street. I'm a very famous musician.
Oh yes, I would like
You're a
to bet
musician?
that Archie does the same magic tricks that I do.
No, mine are
Yeah.
more
Oh.
like that of Houdini.
Oh yeah, how is Houdini anyways?
We don't talk about it.
Oh, we love him. He is wonderful, so entertaining.
I leave.
You know, I actually find him a bit overrated.
Ooh.
I just walk away.
I'm a little. Oof.
All right. So what do you guys do from here?
I want to go to the police station.
I'm gonna try to go to her house.
I'm definitely going to her house. I'm not gonna miss a chance to see her home.
And what about you, Delphine?
I mean, I'm gonna I have to show Evangeline where Caterina lives because apparently that is the only person I took the hit for, which is fine. You know what? It is the only person it was worth taking the awkwardness for. So,
So, Delphine, Evangeline, and Archeline are going to go to the apartment, and James is going to go to the police station.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I have to show them where it is, unless I could just tell them. Because I don't know, do we want to split the party like that?
I think Archeline took very vivid notes on where she lives.
They're not that vivid.
Is that a heart you've drawn next to her home address there, Archie?
Yes, it's the same color as the shutters. It's burgundy.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Y'all are far more emotionally invested in this. I'm going to make sure that James has backup, actually.
Delphine, honey, before you go, and I
Yes.
put like 30 lira in her hand. Just in case you need some snacks. I wouldn't want you to go without, honey.
You know, at this point, I owe you. The French lessons apparently didn't work out. So,
Should we bring you a dress or two to try on from her collection, or are you just not interested?
Are you planning on
Oh,
stealing
you
a poor
don't-
kidnapped woman's
No,
clothing?
No,
Archie!
I'm not.
You went from
Honestly.
you went from freaking pervert to creep in like 2 seconds.
I'm not planning on stealing anything. I just know Delphine likes to try on garments to see what might be in her style.
And how do
no,
you
I am good.
plan to get her these garments?
Well, we're going to enter her house. Obviously, we're going to have to search for clues.
Evangeline, don't let him near her clothes.
Yeah, I
Wait,
would
what?
say, yeah. Evangeline, maybe protect Caterina's things, because that's what I don't know can be trusted.
I don't know how I've come out to be some sort of pervert.
Well, how did
No,
you
you
serve
jumped
in
from
the war,
pervert to creep.
Archeline, honey?
As a pervert.
Well, at least you're honest.
Yeah.
I got that going for me, which is nice, but I dare say that's all I have going for me right now.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Archeline.
don't sell yourself short. You have your hobby magic tricks, too.
They did help us out that one time, but fine. Fine.
I just want to say, like, out of Evangeline's earshot and Archie's earshot, as James and Delphine are walking the other direction, Delphine's going to be like, I cannot wait for those two to hate fuck.
Oh shit.
Just suddenly an ominous wind fluttered
Oh,
through
God.
the station. I don't know what that's about.
God. What is with you guys and not letting me drink some water peacefully?
Be hydrated, God. How dare you?
Wait, do you have a
God.
hydrate redeem, Gil?
I do.
I was literally looking for it as you said.
Alright.
You know, I don't trust trying to do redeems anymore. Everyone steals them from me.
Delicious.
And I take
Fries
great
and
joy
first.
in that.
I know you do. You probably did it purely for the reaction.
I did. I saw that it
knew it.
was lit, and I was like, Forgotten's
God.
gonna be mad.
'Cause the thing is it happened within milliseconds of
It
each
did.
other.
It
Oh
did.
my god.
I will not give that up.
All right, so we are going to follow Evangeline and Archeline first. So you guys, you make your way down the streets into the San Carpoforo area. After a little while of just kind of combing the different streets and whatnot, you do come across a luxurious townhouse that has the burgundy shutters that the man at the station spoke of.
I hope we had like a Scooby-Doo style search montage where we're just like appearing out
God.
of shrubbery and like
Yeah.
our heads are appearing around
Hanna-Barbera.
corners.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if there's anybody like around. I want to see if anybody's watching the house, or if we can relatively nonchalantly Scooby-Doo up the door.
There are people that are there's like a handful of people that are out front in front of their respective houses, but nobody seems to be paying attention to you.
I'm gonna hop the fence and sneak over.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and I'll hold my hands out for Evangeline to use it as a jumping point. I won't look.
You go first, friend.
Okay, I'll wait for Evangeline to put her hands down.
I do.
I'll hop the fence.
I definitely look.
Don't say give me a jump. Don't say give me a jump.
If you're jumping it, then yes, give me a jump. If you'd like to climb, you can give me climb.
Oh no! You know what? Let me see.
I assist him by like pushing his feet up.
Yeah, I'll say that you can have a bonus die to it.
I don't know how tall this fence is.
Yeah, how tall is this fence? That'll determine.
It's probably
is it stone. Wrought iron.
It's wrought iron, and it is approximately like 8 feet tall.
Okay. I need to know. Does it have the pokey parts
Yes, it
at the top?
does.
You know what? I think climbing is going to cause me less damage because I can move slowly. But I will use her hands to boost me. I'm going to grab the top of it and try to hoist myself over it.
Yep. Climb check with a bonus die.
I will click the bonus. That.
No. Afraid not. You try to pull yourself up towards where the pointy bits are, and your muscles eventually just give out, and you're unable to like hoist yourself completely over.
Okay, Evangelina, I think we need a new plan. I was not anticipating upper body today.
All right, come back down. I'll catch you.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to give it a shot?
If you look, I will shoot you again.
I won't.
All right, I'm gonna. Let me see which is better. Jump is terrible. Climb is equally terrible. Are there any boxes or things that I can climb on or pile up?
Not near where you guys are now. There's a crate at a house a couple doors down, but that's about it as far as stuff like that goes.
Do I see any rope or any maintenance or like gardening equipment left out?
I'd say at the house across the street there, you see there is like a small shovel.
Should I just pick the lock on the
shovel.
gate, Evangeline?
Well, let me give it a try first. I grab the shovel and I'm gonna try and climb.
Okay.
And do I get the bonus dice because he's helping me?
If he's helping you, then yes, you get a bonus die.
Yes. I'm not looking.
It does not work out. I'm sorry, I'm too embarrassed. I'm trying to handle my skirts, make sure that my undergarments are not visible. I cannot climb this.
It is too much.
I feel that. Has anybody started looking at us yet?
No, surprisingly.
Everybody's too full of malaise. We could probably just walk through the front door and nobody will care.
I guess. Yeah, I'll go just try to open the gate. And if it's locked, I will pick the lock.
It is locked.
I'm just gonna crack my fingers. I might not have upper body strength, but I have tiny ass hands. As I'm going to pick the lock.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, after a couple moments of fiddling with the lock, you do hear the satisfactory click, and it becomes unlocked.
Look at him, baby Hanseline.
Someone please clip that.
Baby hands at your service as I gesture for Evangeline to walk.
Very impressive. Why do you know how to do that?
I've been in handcuffs one too many times.
For your show,
and not in
right?
the police station.
Yes, for my show. Actually, for my show.
Okay. Eventually, just walks in.
You just
Little
hear
did
me
she know
muttering
it wasn't
about
for the
Harry
police.
Houdini under my breath.
So you swing the gate open and you gain entrance onto the property. What's your next move?
Is there anything amiss?
It seems not. Everything seems in its place and as it should be.
I'm gonna close the gate and relock it behind us. So
Okay.
nobody follow.
Maybe you shouldn't relock it in case we need to make a quick exit.
But we could unlock it from this side, I'm sure. Did I just relock it, Gil?
Yes.
I'm just gonna
sure
nod.
that's
All in my
definitely
plan.
fine. I'm still carrying the shovel.
Okay.
Perhaps we should approach one of the windows, but you should go first.
Yeah, okay. And I look in the windows.
You look in the windows, and all the furniture seems to be where it should be. The setting inside the house from where you're looking seems normal. You do see a lone maid who is going around and just seems to be kind of half-assedly dusting things.
All right, Archie. There's somebody in there. We either need a good cover story, or we just need to sneak around.
Perhaps we say we're from the La Scala checking in the day before her big performance.
But shouldn't they already know that she's missing?
Correct, but we've come to see if she's returned.
Oh, I suppose that makes some sort of sense. You know what? You lead. You're a better talker than I am.
Oh, I'm gonna walk up to the door, and you're just here.
Evangeline, are you still at the window?
Yeah, but I'm starting to walk.
Okay. After a couple moments, the door opens just slightly, though, just enough to where you can see this maid's face. She appears to be in her early 40s. She, like everybody else, seems really, really down. And the bags under her eyes are very defined. She looks to the two of you through the small opening and says, can I help you?
Yes, my name is Babyand. We've come from La Scala to see whether or not the Miss has returned for her big performance tomorrow.
Give me fast talk.
You're making me roll
Fucking
things.
shit! I should have gone with you guys. God damn it. Never
Hey,
mind.
there you go.
Ooh.
I had faith in Archeline.
Yeah, you know what? No, I was too busy clipping shit. So.
She lets out a sigh and she says, no, she still hasn't returned. I'm certain you would have known if she was or not. She probably would have made her way straight over to you.
Well, we do have some materials to drop off for her. Outfits, that such, in case she does return. We wanted to leave it here. We have extras back at La Scala as well, but you never know where someone might show up after a nightly escapade. You know what I mean?
Yes, the mistress is certainly prone to sudden and passionate decisions. I'm sure you know all about that. But this performance at La Scala meant the world to her. I find it hard to believe that if she did return, she wouldn't have went straight there.
Well, we need to get all of our ducks in a row. Do you mind if we step in for a second? This is my lovely assistant, Miss Aline Babiand.
Yes, of course. And she opens the door so the two of you can pass in.
I tell you when I gasp, IRL, you little shit.
Evangeline very much resists the urge to side-eye, but goes up to the maid. I'm so sorry. she had a costume of ours that we need to make sure is fitted. Do you mind if I go to her room in her closet and fetch it? I know what it looks like.
Yes, that's fine.
I thank you kindly.
So as you guys step into the townhouse proper, it doesn't seem that anything weird has happened here. It seems all the furniture is in place and intact. Everything is pristine as far as cleanliness goes. There doesn't seem to be, at least where you guys are, there doesn't seem to be any signs of like a break-in or a struggle or anything. It just seems like you just walked into somebody's house.
Sorry, I didn't get your name when I came in.
Oh, I apologize. My name is Isabel.
Isabel. Now, did the miss return from the train when she came, or did she never return home?
She never returned home. According to the newspapers, she was last seen at the train station here.
Yes. Did she have any lovers who might have driven a nice car? A Romaro?
I have no knowledge of that. She would have only gotten into the car if it was related to the opera. There are claims and rumors that she had run off with an old flame, but I highly disbelieve that.
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go get that costume. And I'm gonna go to her room.
Yeah, so you make your way up the stairs. It's easy for you to figure out which room is her room. And as you step in, the furniture is kind of similar to downstairs. It's very lavish, it's very clean. There doesn't seem to be like anything happened here upon first glance.
I would like to look for a diary. And as a lady, I'm gonna look in all the places that we would hide it.
You start rummaging through her things, and oddly enough, you do not find a diary.
Is there anything out of place? Like, she's a famous opera singer. If she's keeping records of old flames, it would be somewhere. Also, how pretty are her clothes?
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Ooh.
They're absolutely stunning.
Why do I have to be a fucking honorable bitch?
Yeah. Okay, you all came at me and we all want to try the clothes.
I'm gonna
Archie,
pick one that
you're not
looks
wrong.
the most costumey.
Oh
But
yeah, that is
also
one
that's-
really big and gaudy
That's
with
very pretty.
tons of color. Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
And there's nothing. Can I try and roll a spot hidden?
I'll just save you the spot hidden. There's nothing here. Everything seems to be in its place.
That's suspicious. I guess I'll return back to Archie. Saying like, I found it. We need to get this back to the theater as soon as we can.
Before we leave, sorry, Isabel. Did the miss have any enemies? Anybody who might not want to see her perform?
Absolutely not. She was beloved by the entire city. She was and still remains. I probably shouldn't speak of her like she's dead, but she remains a very prominent figure in the city. Everyone loves her.
That's suspicious.
That is suspicious.
It's very suspicious.
I see. Well, I guess we have no other questions for you. You have been very unhelpful.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right, and the two of you leave?
The two of us will leave, I guess. Evangeline, anything else you want to add?
I just whispered to Archie, I got the dress.
You all made fun of me. I was going to let Delphine try something on, and I was all of a sudden a pervert.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
I'm a lady. It's the difference.
Yes, I was going to send
Bad
her
girls.
in.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Like, you know what? Archeline, I'm all about equality, so if you want, you can try on the dress first.
Thank you.
You're
but
welcome.
I guess all we know now is that she never returned from the train. The last time she was seen was getting into that car, and whoever that was must have kidnapped her.
I think the manager, based on his reaction, most likely knows who that person is. So I think manager's probably the next best bet. How do you think the others are faring at the police station?
I wonder, and I'm just gonna look up to the sky.
We both look up.
And the camera moves away from your faces up to the sky and then back down from the sky, and we are now at the police station.
Before we enter the police station, Delphine is going to look at James and be like, James, I trust you implicitly. You are a very smart man. You are much smarter than me. However, I understand that since I trust you implicitly and you are a very smart man, you will not be pulling your gun out in the police station. Yes?
He's mulling it over.
That
I don't
sounds
know
like a
why
no.
I'm laughing.
You're laughing because I thought to ask you to not pull a gun on the police officers. You have created this dynamic.
So,
the voice of reason here.
So as you guys approach the police station, you actually see taking place just outside the police station appears to be a small protest. You see 6 people that you assume to be workers holding signs that read "Justice for Ennio Spinola."
Ennio Spinola? Ennio?
Is that on the dock? Is that on the...
All right, well, then is there, like, a person who... I don't know, maybe not to, like, distract the leader, but, like, somebody who definitely seems like they're into this, but not leading it in the group of this protest?
They all seem to be just kind of... they all seem to carry, like, an equal, like, I guess energy is what you're looking for.
Okay.
They're all just holding, like, handwritten picket signs, essentially. They all say "Justice for Ennio Spinola."
Spinola. Okay, so Delphine, I think, would want to actually approach one of these protesters and just be like, I apologize, I am new to the city. What is going on with Ennio Spinola? Why does he need justice?
Because the man looks to you and says, Ennio was a automobile worker who was killed. His body was found yesterday in Portello. The police have not yet released the body back to the family. I think that Spinola was killed by fascists. And he hands you the same, like a small snippet from a newspaper article. And I am going to actually put this in everybody's journals.
Police are holding.
So
Okay.
it reads, automobile worker murdered. The body of an automobile worker, Ennio Spinola, was discovered today in a laneway off Via Tavazzano in Portello, not far from the Alfa Romero factory where he worked. Spinola had been stabbed to death. Police are pursuing inquiries amongst workers in the area. Spinola was an active unionist and is reported to have been arguing about union matters with workers in recent days.
I appreciate your information. Thank you so much. And Delphine's going to basically, like, run to James to share this information. And the handout that was given to her. Let's move this over.
So another murder. Huh.
This one was stabbed to death. However, he worked in an Alpha Romero factory, just like the Alpha Romero that picked up Caterina.
True. Yes, that is interesting.
I mean,
You
maybe
don't
it's
think?
Alpha.
Go ahead.
I don't think what? I don't think you are
Hmm.
correct.
No, I'm just. My line of thinking is our little Duke buddy on a Sunday drive?
I mean, possibly. Do you think the police would tell us anything that they haven't said in the papers? We're just
It's
some
possible.
tourists.
That is possible. Man, if only I can get into their evidence locker room.
Exactly do you intend to get into the evidence locker room?
Well, they hold files there.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not asking what they may hold that would be useful. I agree. You are correct. There is useful information. My question is, how do you intend to get in there? And if you tell me that you are going to brandish that gun, I swear.
No.
Okay, you know what? You have a plan, and it seems to always work, so I'm in. I got your back.
How many
Delphine
people
flexes.
are picketing outside?
6.
We're gonna need a lot more people.
As you
you
are
planning to start a
discussing
riot?
this, you see a group of black shirts emerge from the police station and kind of start moving the protesters away from the police station.
By any chance, does anyone look like they're a leader of this protest?
Not really. There doesn't seem to be a leader that stands out to you.
So seemingly just a bunch of union or non-union, pre-union workers.
Yeah.
I want to stop one of them and
Okay.
talk to them.
Okay.
Are we close enough?
Yeah, I'd say that you're able to get up to one of them before the black shirts can move them too far away.
I'm gonna just gently tug on one's shoulder, be like, "Excuse me.
Yes.
By any chance, were you very close with Emilio?"
He worked on the line next to me. We talked a little, but I wouldn't regard us as close friends or anything.
Right. But it still must be, upsetting that this happens to a fellow colleague, and yet nothing's done about it.
Exactly. That's why we are out here. We are all union men, and the fact that he has not had his body returned to his family, it very much points in the direction of fascists who have taken him.
Say, how many of you work at this automobile workshop?
I'd say there's easily a couple hundred of us.
And only 6 of you care?
I fear that we are the ones who are. I would probably guess that we are the ones who are the most loyal to the union ideals. The others, I'm not entirely sure. The other 5 gentlemen with me are ones that I've talked to about unionization.
Well, I mean, take it out of the way. It's like it's a colleague who died, and not even just no one cares. Forget unionization. That's just that's absurd. And the fact that the police wouldn't even give the body back to his family.
Yes,
Man.
I feel like everybody else might have been taken with morally down, I suppose, by the loss of Miss Cavallaro.
True. Man, such a shame.
It is a shame. And at that point, one of the black shirts comes over to the two of you and kind of starts to like gently move the worker you were talking to away.
Oh, well, I hope to talk to you again sometime.
He kind of just gives a silent nod to you as he turns away from you and follows the rest of the workers.
James is gonna go into the police station.
Yeah, I mean, Delphine's gonna follow James, I think.
Yeah, so you go in, you go into the police station. There's a bunch of officers here. They're just, most of them are just kind of standing around talking to each other. One of them notices you and approaches. And he says, excuse me, do you have, is there anything that I can help you with?
I would hope so. My friends and I are looking into the case about your missing opera star.
He is a close friend of ours, and we were wondering what may have happened to her. I'm just so concerned about her. We haven't heard from her in weeks. Days? Sorry,
He says, I'm sorry, are either of you close to her?
No. Well, I'm not. I can't say for my other friends.
Oh.
I only saw her on the train and
My
bit
best friend,
odd.
she's following other leads.
Yes, that.
Do either of you want to give me either credit rating or persuade?
Persuade.
Let's see, what do I have? I don't have any of them. Yep, go for it.
All right.
I just give big old puppy dog eyes.
There you go. Yeah. So the officer looks to you and goes, okay, very well. Essentially, everything that we currently know, we have put into the papers. We have yet to receive any new information as to any suspects or any other leads, unfortunately. I do believe, as far as we can assume, we believe that the man that was in the Alfa Romero was known to Cavollaro, and that this is not simply just a game of hide and seek. It appears to be a genuine kidnapping.
A genuine kidnapping, as if any kind of kidnapping is not a genuine kidnapping. Are you saying that her life is in danger?
It's very possible.
Very possible. Very fun. Okay. Awesome. Where was the last known location of the kidnapper?
As far as we know, the man that was driving the Alfa Romero at the train station, we haven't had any leads as to that particular vehicle, but he and Miss Cavollaro's last reported sighting was at the train station when she went missing.
I assume you talked to the manager, right?
The manager, I have spoken to them. They seem to be as just about as much of a loss as we currently are.
Did he ever say, give a description of the driver's face?
He said that it was an older gentleman. Facial hair, but he couldn't make out, like, how much. He said he just saw what appeared to be a beard on this man, but I think that's all that's all he was able to see through the throngs of her entourage.
Is there any idea of why she would have gone with some random stranger into a car before a giant show? The
only thing we could think is that the car was, or the person driving it was related to the opera. A soprano is often treated by the opera or feted by its wealthy patrons. It could be the theater company themselves or one of the patrons of the theater company. There was a recent gathering of the patrons within the last few days.
Well, then, have you looked into any of the patrons that happen to drive an Alfa Romero?
That's one of the things we are currently working on, and as soon as we have any new information, we'll make sure that we get it to the people.
Any leads on that?
Not yet.
Anyone who we know has not yet been looked into that we could look into on your behalf? And if they happen to have the Alfa Romero, we can tell you, hey, this is the person who has it. Because clearly you have a list that you are going down, and the list must be, incredibly long in order for it to take the time that it has taken to check in on that. If you don't have enough officers to check each individual person themselves, clearly you have to have a rotation. We could help.
Yes, we are limited in numbers, and any help that we can get would be surely appreciated. We do have this, and he takes a newspaper snippet from one of the desks nearby, and he shows you this.
What was this? A newspaper, everything that they're sharing with the public. Love it. No!
He says this is in regards to the patrons having a special preview. So maybe this can help set you on the right path. And the newspaper article reads, "A welcome return. Flavio Conti was a welcome face at last night's party for patrons and supporters of La Scala. Mr. Conti has been unwell in recent months, with some erroneous reports that he was afflicted with tuberculosis. It was clearly a much less serious complaint. Mr. Conti has made a complete recovery and was the life of the party. Also present were fellow opera patrons Mr. Nunzio Tocci, Mr. and Mrs. Matteo Sorrenti, Miss Angela Susco, Mr. Arturo Faccia, and Mrs. Serena Spagnolo. The company were entertained by selections from this week's opera Aida, as performed by members of this cast. Rosario Sorbello accompanied on the piano. It was a most glittering occasion."
By any chance, do any of these people have facial hair or owned the Romero business?
That's a matter we're looking into currently, where we seem to be just as lost in the weeds as you are.
So there is no one that we are able to cross off of this list so far?
So far, no, unfortunately. But if you take this and do learn anything else, please let us know so we can direct our men in a more converged approach.
Will do, but last question, my good sir.
Yes.
Is there a particular reason why Ennio's body is not returned to his family?
Honestly, we aren't entirely certain ourselves. Is actually, it's something that's above my clearance.
Well, I only ask because, who could imagine what his family's going through right now?
Yes, I empathize with the cause of the protesters outside. I truly do. I just do not have the power myself to make anything happen, as it were, and our captain doesn't appear to be interested in entertaining any sort of divergence from his orders.
By any chance, do you know where this factory is?
Yes. The factory. I'll have to.
Near Portello.
Yes, it is near Portello. It's very hard to miss the building. It's a large factory. It's the only one in that area.
Well, thank you for your time. I won't take up any more.
Thank you, and again, thank you for electing to help us in this matter. Like I said, if you come across any information, no matter how small you might find it, anything helps at this moment.
Of course.
And as the two of you leave the police station, I think now is a pretty good time for the intermission.
Ooh, perfect.
Oh, wow.
Nap time.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we'll reconvene back in 10.
Back in 10, so 5 till we'll get the dice rolling again. Thank you to everybody who stuck around so far. I'm gonna kick us over to the technical difficulty screen for a ad break. Then we'll come back here. I'll catch up on chat and shout some people out, and then once everybody gets back together, or at 5 till, whichever one comes first, we will continue the game. See you guys in a little bit. All right. Thank you guys for stopping by and sticking around for the ad break. We will get back to roll and die here in about 5 minutes or so. Let me get caught up on chat and everything that's happened. Thank you so much, Burb, for the resub. Jesus, it's been a year plus. Let's give Burb a quick shout out. Dyna again for the resub. And we have a new clip from Forgotten. Let me pull that bad boy up real quick. It is locked.
I'm gonna crack my fingers.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, after a couple moments of fiddling with the lock, you can hear the satisfactory click and it been lurking while playing Baldur's Gate 3. I appreciate you being here nonetheless. Nice to have a little story in the background going on. How's everybody doing though? How's everybody hanging so far? Players, if you're back, if any of you are back yet. How you guys feeling so far? What are your thoughts? Juggling this and Super Mario. Oh shit, Super Mario RPG came out. Ah. I've got so many Switch games that I have wish listed that I'm just like, once I get a paycheck that I can just dick around with, that I'm copping a few things. Super Mario Wonder for starters. I need to get on that because everybody is loving it from what I've read.
Yes, you do.
Oh, have you played it?
I've seen other people play it, but you know, I like watching people play it.
Bet your ass it did, and I immediately made sure to use my last voucher on it. Hell yeah. I keep forgetting about Switch's game vouchers that they have. And I think it's like what? It's like I think it's like $100 gets you like two of like the big games or something like that, so you get them with like a slightly discounted price. Don't really remember how that works. $100 for 2 vouchers. Yep. Okay. Which is really good because I've seen like a lot of the mainstream games starting to go up to the new standard $79.99 or $69.99 price point for AAA titles. Which I still think is dog shit. Because like back, you know, for like a physical game, I get it for like manufacturing and everything, but like digital, like I don't believe in the whole fucking, we're just going to charge the same thing, but what do I know about the video game industry?
Have I returned a dime?
Not yet.
I haven't returned it? Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay.
no, you have. There's
Bye.
there's 2 minutes left.
Wait, I'm sorry. I had to go to the bathroom, and then Inky told me that you shit. I am so sorry for Inky being your butthead while I was in the bathroom.
We're picking up with Archeline and Evangeline immediately after.
Wait,
though,
what?
Right?
Or what?
Why?
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 Yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
Because I needed to refill my drink, and I had to pee, and it is.
Do it now.
You know what? I have like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Great.
To pee like a Russian racehorse, okay?
Peeing takes about 32 seconds. So.
Roughly, give or take. I'll accept that average.
Take like 2 minutes.
Wow. I don't know what you're doing.
Nah, I concur with the 32 seconds.
I'll be back.
32 seconds for peeing, probably about 45 minutes for anything else.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, I think
Really?
it's valid.
Well,
You guys,
okay.
you guys
Some
stayed
of
a
us
long
have
time in the
IBS,
bathroom.
and like you have to go through all of your Instagrams while you're in the bathroom.
Yep. You got
And then
to.
you have to pet the dog.
Yep, because the dog will come in, or sometimes the toddler will once again break the door down somehow and start babbling about octonauts, and then flush the toilet 7 times
Yeah.
while you're sitting on it. And then somewhere
I feel like
in that
that's fun.
ballpark, he throws a stuffed toy at you, and then the mom comes in and kind of pulls him out. I still need to get that door fixed. Damn it.
Man, I got shit to do, and it's not that. Like, I am in and out. I am done. I gotta get on with my day. I don't got time for tube scrolling.
Okay, yeah, Vash, yes, finally somebody else gets it. Octonauts is a fucking great show. I will watch that shit by myself.
Okay, in my
What?
defense, Iki came home from work with really fancy French pastries. So that's also took about like 5 minutes of the 10 minutes.
On brand.
But I am back just in time, so.
Yes.
What show do you like?
Octonauts.
Oh yes.
Yes! Octonauts is awesome. And I've recently discovered that there's an unofficial subreddit, which is basically just made up of parents that like are also really into the show, and like there's like fan art and like, hey, look what I made for my kid for his birthday or whatever, and fan theories wholesome. And bullying Shellington for being a shit driver.
Yes.
That poor guy, he's so fucking smart. He can't drive to save his life though.
He can't. It's fucking dark. God.
All right, Javi. I have to ask. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Octonaut?
Oh man. Fuck.
Straight up for me, it's Peso.
Steven.
Ah, damn. Ah.
I fucking love that little penguin dude.
Honestly, it might be him.
Meanwhile, everybody else is
also-
like, "What the fuck is an Octonaut?"
It's a close tie between him and God.
Oh, you have opinions.
Who's his name? Who's his name?
Which one?
Quasi? Captain Barnacle? Shellington?
The one with the eye patch.
Yeah, Quasi, the pirate cat.
Yeah, Quasi.
That's my son's favorite. Is Quasi.
Yeah.
He has
The
plushies
best
of
is-
like Barnacles, Quasi, Peso, and Pawnee, the monkey that joins them in Above and Beyond.
I gotta go for Professor Inkling.
Professor Inkling's pretty cool too.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's awesome in a pinch.
I had to Google the characters.
All of the kids I work with are obsessed with Rainbow Friends. So I know way more
Yeah.
about Rainbow Friends on Roblox than I really should. I always love when the 5th graders are like, why are you still on Rainbow Friends? And I'm like, for real though, can you tell me why Rainbow Friends is pop? Because like you're on level 5th graders. Let me know what's up.
I have no idea
Yeah.
about Rainbow Friends.
I love Rainbow Friends.
Um,
It's God.
if I had to pick a second favorite Octonaut, it's probably Tweak.
Okay,
Tweak is awesome.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
An unsung god of engineering.
Yeah.
But
If anyone doesn't know who Tweak is, Tweak looks like a rabbit.
yeah,
I literally called my
that.
brother that.
and she's from the Florida Everglades.
Yoink.
Oh.
Yeah. But enough about a kids show. Let's play. We came here to roll dice, so let's get back into it.
I mean, we can go on with Octonauts.
Don't worry, Javi.
Let's get it a sec.
After the session, we'll geek out about Octonauts.
Special guest appearance is gonna be Octonauts.
I'm gonna start an Octonauts podcast.
Yes, do it.
No more
Do
game now. It's
it.
all Octonauts. All right, so we left the game with Delphine and James exiting the police station.
Yeah.
Archie and Evangeline have already checked out the apartment of Miss Cavollaro. I have such a hard time with that name.
I know.
So I guess the next question is, what's the next steps for everybody?
To regroup.
All right, and where would you guys be regrouping?
We gotta try on a dress, obviously.
Yeah, downtown.
Let's hear.
Wouldn't we all regroup at the hotel?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, because my
For
my
the
package is
post office as well. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, the post office is in the hotel.
Yes. So yeah, as promised, I don't know if you guys remember this from the episode where you first met her, but she has actually booked beautiful rooms for all of you guys. It's right above Biffy's on the 3rd floor at the crux of the Galleria. She wired ahead to reserve them, so you guys already basically have your rooms ready.
Was it for the 4 of us or just the 2 of us?
It was for all 4 of you.
Did we mention we had friends?
Because we only had 2 tickets to see the show.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
And we
Yes.
also did not talk about our companions at all.
Oh wait, you didn't?
No,
Okay, well
no.
then it might have just been. She might have just booked two rooms for the 2 of you, but
No, Archie and I had like a super selfish moment where we just enjoyed this.
That is
opportunity.
true.
that's true.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
I
is
remember
true.
now. Yeah, so then there would be
Yep.
there'd be 2 rooms that were booked. They're under her name, but she said that they were reserved for the 2 of you.
Well, I do declare I can't believe she went through all the trouble to reserve us a couple of rooms. I am completely honored that she would pay attention to someone as famous as I am.
Well, I dare say I made quite a lasting impression.
Yeah, you did.
Sure.
Fucking did.
You dog.
Evangeline just waves her hand dismissively. Sure, honey.
Sure, honey.
So as you guys get into your hotel rooms, you'll notice from your balconies that you can see Milan coming and going below, faces faces bowed, brows furrowed. Above, there's mural pictures of ancient Egypt. A man approaches a seated woman. Just yards below this, and set all around the Galleria's walls, is statuary. Your rooms have shelves of guidebooks to the main attractions of Milan, like the Last Supper, the Sforza Castle, many churches and gardens, even a book regarding Teatro alla Scala, the opera house. The last is well thumbed. It attributes to Verdi the belief that singing shit. You can it contains drawings and illustrative graphic plates. There's a bunch of pictures of the opera house.
Is there any mention in these books about the opera house and any perhaps dark histories?
Ooh.
If you spend a moment to study through, you don't pull anything like that from the book itself.
Whose
are
room
these-
is nicer, mine or Archie's?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are they side by sides? Can we open the door between them?
They're not side by sides. They are equally beautiful. No one stands really in higher quality than the other. But if you would both go out onto your balcony, I would say that you guys it would be like maybe just like a couple feet between your balcony, Archie's balcony and Evangeline's.
I'm just gonna stare at the tiny piece of dirt on the edge of her balcony.
I'm gonna spill a drink on his balcony.
I wonder where our friends are staying. Do you think they have
Well, what
janitorial
does,
rooms downstairs?
30 lira get Delphine in this area? Nothing, I don't think, right?
30 lira would be a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd say
I don't
get you.
want to spend all of it.
I'd say get you a decent room. Yeah.
What is the cost of the lowest room?
Oh, geez, I don't know about
The
that.
cheapest room?
I'm not a historian.
Well, if Delphine's going and inquiring about rooms, I will go up to her. Delphine, please don't put yourself out. I will stay on the couch. You can have either mine or Evangeline's bed.
Wait.
I
a
can
sec.
sleep on the couch.
No, I
I
will
will
sleep on the couch.
if that is what it takes.
So if she takes my bed and you're taking the couch, am I just sleeping in your bed?
I
I will
guess.
take a couch in a room if that is
How
possible.
improper.
You may have the bed, and then James can have the shower or the bath.
Yeah, it's
James is probably
1920.
just
It's a
buying
bath,
himself
honey.
a room comfortably. I don't think James is that particularly I don't know. I figure James is like decent off.
I'll just take a chair.
The creepiest of sleeping positions.
See, what I'm hearing, honey, is that you want to share a room with me.
What I am saying is that I cannot afford whatever y'all are staying in.
We wouldn't make you buy your own room, Delphine.
You would? You
Delphine.
specifically, Archie, would, yes.
I literally offered you my bed.
And I would
Without me in it.
honey.
Valid. I am being an asshole. I will
Delphine,
accept it.
You can choose whose room you'd like to sleep in. It's all up to you, sugar.
I will sleep in a room. That is a room. Anyways, moving on. I didn't realize being a broke person would be so embarrassing in a TTRPG.
No, now you have to pick, honey. This is a
Evangeline.
competition between me and Archie, and you have to decide who you like more.
What the fuck?
I dare say that is mighty true.
I got myself a laptop earlier. I did not imagine this to be the end result, but I am going with Evangeline.
Oh, well, I'm not offended at all.
Aww. Evangeline hugs Delphine and absolutely smirks at Archie.
I'm just gonna go back to my room and close the door, implying that James is not sleeping in my room. You mentioned there was Egyptian stuff. Can I look at that to see if there's any reference to the S word that we're looking for?
No, there doesn't seem to be any like reference to anything. I'll save you the roll. It's just mural pictures, basically. A man approaching a seated woman. There's a couple other figures, but nothing that would lead you to believe that it has anything to do with the simulacrums.
That's the word. That is the word.
No, the bird is the word. Get it right.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for instantly getting that stuck in my head. As sung by Peter Griffin, yes.
Yes, as sung by Peter Griffin specifically.
I'm gonna check my room to see if there is any notes left by the lady as well.
You don't see any notes. There's there doesn't seem to be any notes about the from her, at least.
Well, I am upset. I thought she would have said, I enjoyed our time together. I hope you enjoy your backstage pass to the show, but I guess I'm nothing to these people.
Nah, she had to go to Houdini first.
Did I?
I'm just gonna go cry in the shower.
Hey, I got the bed. Let's go.
You'd be crying in the bath.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna pour
get
the
the
water.
count.
on
You gotta
the
fill
stove,
it up
okay?
somehow.
Yeah.
Delphine, honey, come here.
Oh, yes. I'm just wondering what the hell's going on.
I push you behind one of those like changing folding screens, and I toss the dress that I got from Caterina's house.
What? You weren't supposed to. Okay, well, fine, whatever.
No, you told Archie not to get a dress. You did not address me in the same manner.
Oh, now I understand the consequences of my inactions.
Just try it on.
And trying on the dress. I don't know. You know, Delphine has put on this clearly a costume dress.
Yeah, you put it on.
Do I look like Caterina?
Kind of like I told Evangeline earlier. This is a very very big, gaudy, very colorful dress. It seems like it would have served a part in a particular musical or a particular performance, but probably not the one that she was about to perform. Probably one that was maybe a little bit more festive and theatrical.
I look like a peacock.
Yeah, essentially.
You look like a performer, honey.
I feel like Delphine's gonna look in the mirror and have that face of like, oh shit, I think I realize what I am being pushed into potentially, and now I have to pretend to be a performer, maybe, possibly.
Evangeline just looks innocent in her head. She's like, man, I did my friend a solid.
I'm just wearing a very costumey outfit. This looks like what I would wear on stage.
Yeah, so I thought you'd like it. I also kind of went along with the lie I told.
I mean, to be fair, honestly, it is kind of cute though. So, you know, I would actually wear this out.
Well, you look beautiful, honey.
But would everyone know that this is Cat? You know what? I'm just gonna tell everyone that it's a fake.
Yeah, I'm sure they make, yeah, or like a secondhand thing. I don't know, you bought it at a theater sale.
Yeah, no. If anyone questions it, then they haven't drank enough, and we'll just make them drink more. What is the plan? Are we actually? What is the plan?
Oh, I did not come up with a plan. I honestly kind of wanted to go sightseeing. Y'all are the ones chasing after ghosts and stuff.
Well,
Wait,
the plan
do we
was...
not care about Caterina anymore?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I got stunned by your beauty and completely lost track of what we were doing. Right.
Well,
Caterina.
I say
we
we
should
check
go to
out
the
the
theater.
automobile. Or we could do that.
Well, I think we should go to the theater and talk to her manager, because he's the one who actually saw
True.
the guy, and then it seemed like, based on the description, that
True.
he recognized him.
Very, very true.
And then we could ask him if it was one of the people on this list from the article. And if Archie and Evangeline haven't already seen the article that Delphine and James got from the police station.
I'll come
Giving
look
the
at it after my
names of
bath.
the lists of, okay, well, you little whiny, I love you. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Oh
I'm
my
not going to
God.
finish.
Oh, man.
Being
Okay.
mean to Archie?
Damn.
it's
Shots
fine.
fired.
Ouch.
Damn.
Eventually
didn't-
gives Archie a hug.
I didn't
just
know,
got-
it's fine.
That was uncalled
Wow.
for.
I
We have
just don't wanna be touched right
hospitality
now.
in this town.
Him. I'm the one that is the problem.
So wait.
Eventually just
No,
mops
is
up
Evangeline
Archie's
hugging?
tears with a fancy hanky.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Evangeline like just hugging Archie in the shower as he's just filling it up with his own
No, I
tears?
came out of the bath, okay?
Archie came out of his depression pit to come hang out with us, and Delphine went claws first.
Delphine just said,
Also,
"No,
I
get
just wanna
back in
say-
there."
You look lovely in that dress, but okay.
There, Archeline cried out.
I can just
I
imagine.
see how it is. Everyone gives you shit, but you only decide to start crying when it is me. What did I ever do to you?
I was crying beforehand.
You just imagine the meme of Archie in a box. He's like, "I'm gonna step outside," and then Delphine's like, "No, get your ass back in."
To be fair, Archeline, you were still crying over what Delphine did to you.
You know what? That's fair. It's Delphine's fault. But that's okay. I guess why don't we go investigate this clipping that you found? It was a very good job, but that's okay.
Archeline, do you want me to buy you your own Caterina dress?
No, it's
This
fine.
ending with me
That
feeling
makes you
like
feel
this.
better.
Oh.
If
You know what,
really feel
Archie?
that bad, Delphine, you can carry.
Could I carry? I could probably carry Archie. Do I need to?
What's your strength?
75.
Oh shit, yeah. Wait,
Five,
what's
75.
Archie's size?
My size is 50.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah.
You know what,
got the tiny
Archie?
hands.
I will say this. You're better than Houdini because you are more useful than he is.
Why would you bring up Houdini in this moment?
He's fragile
Well,
right now.
because-
How could you do that?
Why?
We all hate
I
Houdini.
didn't think to do that.
I'm saying
I
you're
know
better
better.
than him.
I knew that.
Yeah,
I
and I'm
didn't need
agreeing
you to
with
tell me
you.
that.
We're trying to make him feel better. We fucked up. I don't know how we fucked up, but we fucked up.
No, it's okay.
You're the one who went after him. Like,
I
come
know.
on,
Go
bird.
after him! It's just, I don't even know why all of a sudden me coming after Archie happened. In fact, no, you know what?
I go
did
out in the
a good
hall and I
person.
grab a maid and I order room service.
I just want you to know I'm okay. Why
Are
don't
you
we-
really okay?
Yeah, why don't we go find this other person who left me behind?
Damn.
Carry Archie out of the room. Just be like, okay, well now apparently this is my job.
My God.
And I guess we're heading to the auto shop.
I thought we were going to the theater.
We're gonna go to the theater.
I don't even know where we're going.
We're gonna go to the theater. We'll do that one
Yeah,
first.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also thought we were going to the theater, so.
All right. So you guys leave your hotel, your hotel room. Piazza del Scala is accessible via the Galleria, and as you guys arrive, you notice that the front doors are currently locked.
Is there anyone around?
No. There is signage on the front doors that indicate that the doors will be locked until opening night.
So maybe we should have gone to the auto shop.
No, it's okay. I'll open them.
Well, and nobody's gonna be in there though if they're all locked up.
Yeah.
Delphine's gonna put Archie down.
Okay, well I guess I'm not useful. It's fine.
No, it's
Delphine
alright, you
picks
can-
Archie back up.
Just tell me what you want.
But essentially, La Scala itself, the building is relatively bland. The only big deal about this opera house is that it's just large. It's just really big, unnecessarily big, maybe. But you can see that the walls go pretty far back, and you see that towards the right hand wall of this building, you do see a small door at the end, and what looks like a larger door that accepts deliveries and stuff.
I'm gonna check out that door.
Go
I
for
mean,
it.
I'm just gonna pick the front door's lock.
Or we can do that. Go for it.
Whichever way
you
you
know.
want to go.
I'm gonna let y'all do whatever you need to do. Y'all are more skilled than me.
You know what? I'm actually gonna check that door.
I could strength check it.
I guess I'll spot hidden to see if anyone's coming.
Oh, can I spot
If that's
hidden too,
fine.
maybe? Will that
Yeah,
help?
yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
can spot hidden if they want to.
All right.
Never mind, I see shit.
Holy shit.
I'll use
Damn.
my spot
I
hidden to
fail.
look in the building. Oh, no.
Never mind, we
No, I
see
won't.
nothing.
I
We
have
all
not
need
succeeded
glasses.
to roll this round.
Yeah.
Archie did succeed on the locksmith.
They
though,
did.
so I
They
won't
did. So
take the
they
door
you
open.
do crack the lock on the front doors.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay. So as you walk in, there is this entry passage that kind of opens up into the entrance hall. It's got very gaudy, kind of Egyptian pieces, really. There are it seems like there's for the show there's this big Egyptian theme, and so they're trying to exude that in the entrance hall itself. You don't see anybody up here.
This is giving me flashbacks to the Cleopatra movie from like the early 30s.
Ooh, this is a theater, right?
Yeah.
Can I leverage Delphine's previous occupation for knowing, like, maybe where to look? Because a lot of stages are built relatively similarly.
Yeah, I would say that your best bet that if you're looking for anybody who would be in an opera house that is closed to the public, they would all be in like the backstage area.
Because, to be honest, technically the Moulin Rouge was actually still high end. So...
Yeah. Yeah, this place is pretty high end too.
Yeah,
it's just on the
exactly.
outside, it just seemed pretty bland.
No, so that's why I'm saying, like, Delphine would know hopefully where things are, because the Moulin Rouge was built more along the lines of an opera stage versus like a brothel.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, looky.
I too am going to confidently walk in, but I'm going to walk directly to where I think the food is.
God damn it! Wrong head. No, I didn't know the stomach had a head, but it might.
I'm gonna go try and find more costumes.
Okay, yeah. Archie, you kind of split away from everybody, and you check out, essentially, there's like a small area in the entrance hall where there's like a little kitchen. It is unmanned. There is nobody here.
Perfect. But it opens tomorrow, so I'm assuming there's food in it.
Yes, yeah. You do see that there are stores of food, but there's nobody actively preparing anything at the moment.
Perfect. While the party's doing other stuff, I'm gonna cook myself a little meal just to like help myself feel better.
Okay. All right. So then I guess Evangeline, you would be. Where did you say you were headed again?
I'm looking for pretty costumes.
Yeah. Okay, so then that would take you through the actual seating area and then up onto the stage and then backstage where all of like the costume rooms and such are. Is anybody following Evangeline?
Is that in the same direction that Delphine would be going?
Yeah, it would be in the same direction.
Okay, yeah, then I mean Delphine's kind of going along in that same direction.
Okay. James, what are you doing?
I was checking on that side door.
Oh, you're still outside checking on the side door. Okay. So you go and approach the side door, and as you do, you see a large burly man step out from it and kind of lean his back against the wall and light a cigarette.
So he's leaning on the door or next to it?
He's leaning next to the door.
Okay. Is it still like morning or like afternoon?
It's kind of late afternoon.
Late afternoon. I'm just gonna nod my head and say, "Good afternoon, sir."
Afternoon. Is there anything I can help you with?
I just wanted to question people that, were working here during a party particularly. They might be here.
There's just some actors backstage. There's some people who are setting up for opening night tomorrow.
By any chance, could I ask you a few questions?
I guess. Actually, give me persuade.
God, I'm so fucking bad, but here it goes. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it would be way worse than that.
Yeah, 21 off. Okay. He's like, listen, buddy, I'm kind of on my break, and the people don't like to be disturbed inside while they're trying to figure everything out. So, I'm sure you have the same questions that everybody else has about Miss Cavollaro disappearing, and everything you've read is about everything that anybody knows.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about the accident that happened at the automobile place.
The accident at the automobile. Oh yes, where that That man was killed.
Yeah, I was just wanted to ask a few things about that, considering, police are tied down as is with the opera singer, that they can't really spare any second, investigating that poor accident.
Yeah, I guess it's a shame. He just stabbed, but it kind of pales in comparison with basically the daughter of our city being missing, especially with opening night being tomorrow. It is unfortunate, I will give you that, but it's as far as where my head's at, it's not there.
By any chance, do you have the name of the daughter that went missing?
I'm when I say the daughter of the city, I mean Miss Cavollaro. She was beloved by everybody.
Of course. I'm a tourist, visiting sites and everything.
I see.
So I apologize. Anyways, I will leave you to your break.
And he just kind of like nods at you and looks away.
I'm just gonna walk back to the front entrance.
Okay. And yeah, when you get back in, you get to the main entrance and you can hear the sound of Archie cooking a meal. And Evangeline and Delphine are no longer present.
Oof.
So, oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna go up to Archie.
Okay.
Say, Archie, you ever wanted a really fancy car?
I dare say it would stick out a little too much. Maintenance on those things tends to be very challenging as well. Plus, where would you park?
I mean, knowing you, my God, where couldn't you park? The famous Archie Edric? Oh, man.
I'm curious as to what you want, James.
Well, I was thinking we could stop by the, automobile place. Grab a nice fancy car.
As I toss some food in a pan, as I assume they're getting ready for tomorrow, so it's a fully stocked pantry. I'm currently whipping up some appetizers. I get the feeling there's probably some actors backstage that we could butter up. And then you just see like a massive amount of grease on the outside of my mouth as well.
I just love the starts being nice. What do you want, James?
Well,
we can definitely go afterwards.
Right, but what if we weren't to pay for this fancy car?
Are you saying we steal a fancy car?
I'm more along the lines of taking it from a potential murderer.
I dare say when we're done, if you need me to butter a walk, I'm happy to do so for you.
Sounds good to me. Continue what you're doing, by all means.
And I'll just give you a curt nod.
And I believe the almond cookies are on the top shelf.
How would you... Never.
All right. So, Delphine and Evangeline, you guys have made your way, while this is going on, you've made your way through the stage doors into the backstage area. And as soon as you do, you see a bunch of strange sights. You see a 10-foot high wooden nose against a wall. You see pharaohs sitting, smoking cigars and playing cards around a table. There's a trail of what you could assume to be stage blood leading underneath a door. And you hear sets being built, singers exercising, instruments being tuned. Basically just like a frantic scene of everybody getting this stuff ready, but it seems like the mood in this place is a mixture of sadness and confusion over the loss of their star, anticipation of the show and just general pre-performance excitement. You see groups that are gathered to either cry or sing together, and it very much starts to like all kind of like start crowding together as you guys enter back here. You also see pictures of Caterina are stuck up everywhere. They're garlanded with roses and ribbons. It seems as if the singer is staring accusingly from every wall and every door. You see members of the cast pressing their lips to these shrines as they pass by them. And as you guys have arrived and are just kind of taking in the scene, you see people being ran past or running past you or shoving you aside, and just this scene of confusion, or not confusion, as far it's more like chaos as these people are getting ready to get the show together.
I would like to smell the blood. Is it actually stage blood?
Yeah, it's stage blood.
It's corn syrup and food coloring.
Well, I would assume let's go for wherever the dressing rooms would be. Maybe Miss oh good God, Caterina left a clue in her dressing room.
Perhaps. Hopefully we can find her manager.
I mean, we could go to, if there is like a writer's room or a production office in here.
No, I'm sure that her dressing room probably has some mention of who her manager is.
All right, then first dressing room and then production office if it doesn't work.
Sounds good.
All right. As you guys start making your way down one of the hallways, or one of these corridors, you see that there is this procedure of like plaster limbs being dragged past as if to like set up mannequins and whatnot, tied on a long rope, bumping and scraping. And as you're paying attention to this, you hear a noise as people are like kind of shouting and like suddenly. And as you turn, you notice just in time that there is a huge chariot wheel covered in paste jewels rolling down the corridor in your direction. I need the two of you to make dodge rolls.
Love that.
Can I push Delphine out of the way and just take it?
If you want to.
That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Oh.
Then you shove Delphine out of the way and you're going to lose a hit point.
Oh.
Those don't come back.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, my health points are back. So I'm sorry, we did not all get shot in the first session.
Wait, people heal?
Yeah, Archie, you should be at full health.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
I've been at 6 this whole time. I didn't think you healed.
No, we went to bed and we healed up like so many hit points several times.
Yeah.
And on
I
the
don't
train,
think I
every
ever-
time you
We're
sleep,
in
you
the
get
hospital.
Oh my god.
My god.
Oh, I thought I had like 6 HP this whole time. Okay.
No, it comes
Oh.
back like every night.
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
like 1 HP a night or something.
Yeah, the healing takes a little bit longer than it does in most other game systems, but at this point, Archie, you'd be at full health.
But so what happens? The thing's rolling towards us.
Yeah.
I bodily shove Delphine against the wall
Yeah,
and just tank the hit.
Yeah, this thing just basically rolls and like right into you, and it might maybe like bruises your arm a little bit as you kind of like shoulder it, but the wheel does stop and just kind of wobble over. You see afterwards a couple cast members run by, grab the wheel, and start rolling it back the direction that it was headed. And
Now y'all get back here. What happened? Someone was injured.
nobody's listening to you. They're all they're all palling around, like trying to get this show together. But as you're yelling,
I briefly contemplate shooting them, but
Yeah.
decide it's not worth it today.
yeah, you see, as you're doing this, you see more cast members dressed as Egyptians, sporting horrific battle wounds, strolling by, and then you hear from down the hall like this landslide of it sounds like a bunch of pieces of wood falling, and the corridor just gets even more and more congested. And after it's this place starts to feel more like a madhouse than it does like an actual theater area, with all of the different like severed limbs and stuff that are being carried around or falling around, and these people who are dressed in these extravagant Egyptian costumes. And it starts to like really mess with you a little bit. I need the two of you to make sanity checks, actually.
Ah. Look at that! What now? No.
Delphine, you don't lose any. Evangeline, you lose 1 point of sanity.
I'm having the flashbacks. All these wounds. I'm not in a good place.
For once, I'm in my element. No.
Yeah.
Evangeline's just hyperventilating.
As you're like trying to get a grip on reality, a man approaches and goes, "Who are the two of you? I don't believe I have you on my list of actors or anything." And
I apologize. We are looking for our friend Caterina. She went missing a few days ago, and unfortunately she hasn't been found. And then we went looking for her, and we decided, oh well, she had a show in Milan, so we decided to come to Milan. And then when we came to Milan, there was a bunch of newspaper clippings. Sorry, the words. I'm French. I do not have the words all the time. But regardless, we found these newspaper clippings that she has been missing since she last left Paris, and we don't know where she has been. So we thought maybe the less obvious place would be to check the dressing room. I apologize. Are we somewhere we're not supposed to be? Fast talk if I can.
this is going to be either credit rating or persuade.
All right, regardless. Shit!
Evangeline just looks at him and shrugs and says, I don't know, I'm rich. I go wherever I want.
All right, well then you can credit rating roll.
You can credit rating roll.
If you have a better credit rating, you probably do, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? You rolled what I have in Persuade. I shouldn't have tried to take that one. I should have just let you take that one from the beginning, but I thought I'd help.
I succeeded a roll that I can't increase. Dang it.
So the man looks to the two of you and goes, if you are, as you say, if you are connected with Miss Cavollaro, then I suggest that you speak with the music director. If you'd like to follow me, I'm sure he would like to hear from you.
Certainly, I should lead the way. By the way, I've been injured, so I think you should treat me extra delicately. It was your theater's fault, of course.
To be honest, it is not very safe back here, even for your own stars. What would happen if Miss Caterina happened to be coming in, and then you have one of these giant things come flying past?
Yeah. He
Do I
kind
need
of looks.
to fast talk on that one?
If you'd like to, sure.
I'll try it. Damn it, never mind.
He kind of looks a little flustered and goes, just yes, of course. Just come with me, and maybe you can speak your concerns to the director. And he begins to lead you through this chaotic hallway. Let's go back to Archie and James. What are the two of you doing now?
Now that I've prepped some food, I'm going to be heading to the back to see if I can find Delphine and Evangeline. I was making some food in case we need to butter anybody up. And I'm going to pretend that I am one of the cooks for tomorrow, trying out a new recipe. Do you want me to roll anything to see if it was like tasty? I'm gonna go for an old English just snack.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm
That
actually
actually does
gonna
sound good.
look at your character sheet to see if there's anything that we could. I don't think cooking is a skill. Also, Raikoi Garo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Appreciate you having your friends stop by. And if you're new here, I'm Gil Swamp Guy. I run tabletop games and sometimes stream other stuff. So we're currently doing Call of Cthulhu. This is part 6 of the Horror on the Orient Express campaign module. And right now our players find themselves in a opera house in Milan looking for a missing opera singer. Yeah.
Can I suggest sleight of hand so I don't burn anything?
Yeah, I'll say sleight of hand. You can roll sleight of hand. Yeah, though, this module is really pretty great. The thing that drew me and admittedly the other players to it was the fact that during the playtests, when they rewrote it for this edition of Call of Cthulhu, which is the 7th edition, that it had, what was the mortality rate? Like 70%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have been saying, fuck that!
Yeah, they've been pretty good at dodging death so far, but that can only last for so long.
Have we?
It doesn't count! It doesn't count!
Two-Headed Serpent was actually the other module that I had suggested, that I had recommended for play, but that might be another one I'll have to run another time. Yeah, Gil Swamp Guy, Resident Badass Swamp Dad, and Octonauts Enthusiast. I'm gonna put that on my resume.
Yeah.
Can I make oysters Rockefeller?
Oysters Rockefeller.
I'm assuming there's oysters here. This is a
Yeah, I would say
posh
so.
place.
There would have to be at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could say that. And James, you're with him. Would you like to accompany them?
Hey,
Yeah.
oh.
Holy shit, Undead Commander, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. You you generous person. Gifted a total of 46 subs to the channel. You absolute gem of a person. I appreciate you.
Mwah.
I'm gonna give Undead a shout out because Undead Commander is also a player in my Chronocore campaign.
I'm gonna make some extra oysters Rockefeller for Commander as well.
There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, so you make this dish. James, you're still with him. Was there anything you wanted to do, or you just want to follow Archie?
Get out of my swamp.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow Archie.
I've always wanted to say that.
Holy cow, Squabi, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you.
I'm really lonely.
And 4 more gift
And 4 more gift subs from Undead for a total of 50. God.
Oh my god.
Dude. Thank you so much. I am unworthy of your generosity, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Well, you may all have some oysters Rockefeller as I head to the back in search of the 2 ladies. I was going to have them pretend to be my sous chefs, but I don't think they need it anymore.
Sorry, what were you saying, James, that you were going to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow Archie.
Okay. Yeah, so then the 2 of you would get backstage and you would see the same, like, chaotic kind of ensemble of cast members rushing around to make sure everything's ready for tomorrow's opening night. But you aren't in any particular hallway. You're just kind of like in the main backstage room.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop one of them. Sorry, you there. I'm looking for the
yes.
director. We need to try out these oysters. The director asked for them right away. Which direction am I heading?
I believe it's down the hall. Who are you? I haven't seen you around here before.
Yes, I'm one of the new cooks for tomorrow. We're just getting some last minute preparations set up.
Give me a fast talk.
Keep trying it.
You know,
Do
if you
my-
lie, you have to do it.
Do my oysters, my beautiful oysters, give me any sort of
I'll say
bonus?
since you succeeded on your oysters, you can have a bonus die.
Excellent.
You're gonna need it. Oh my god. Oh, what a fucking turnaround. Okay, so for a 41, yeah, they're like, yes, he's down the hall. It seems like his assistant took 2 women towards his direction just a moment ago.
Oh yes, here, have an oyster. And I'll toss him an oyster as I head down the hall.
Okay. he kind of takes it and he's just kind of like looking around at anybody, then he just slurps it up real quick and gets back to work. But what kind of pace are you guys moving at?
At a pace where I'm not dropping these oysters, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. So as you guys enter into this hallway, you kind of start to experience the same feeling that Evangeline and Delphine were succumbed to, that this place is just, it feels more like a madhouse or something to that effect, as opposed to like a well-received theater company. And just the blur of all these different costumes and props and stuff coming at you, it starts to kind of get under your skin a little bit. So I need the 2 of you to make sanity checks now as well.
How bad
That's
is it compared to
suspicious.
my college, compared to the university that I work at?
What is it?
Let's see here.
Ah,
Oh wow.
Yep, James, you're going to take a point of sanity loss. What were you asking before that?
I do have 70 luck points. Or can I not use that?
You can't use luck on sanity, I don't believe. I could be wrong.
Flashbacks of my college's play.
Oh, yeah.
So awful. Fuck.
But after a moment, you do see Evangeline and Delphine being led into a room towards the end of the hall.
We will follow after them.
Okay. So I will say, well, we're going to cut our focus over to Evangeline and Delphine. So as you guys enter, you see this man sitting behind a desk. There's papers everywhere. He's furiously like chiefing a cigar, and he looks just like in absolute stress mode. So you got, and his assistant comes in behind you and he says, Mr. Toscanini, these 2 women are inquiring about Miss Cavollaro. And you see this man look up at him like almost angry, and he's like, yeah, well, yes, we're all curious about her disappearance. This opening night's tomorrow, and she's appeared and went and got herself kidnapped or what. However, he's having a fucking time.
Well, you know what the best thing for a kidnapping is? Somebody who's actually looking for her, and that's what we plan to do. Now, I have some questions for you, sir. So I need you to calm down, sit down, and give me the information so I can do my job.
Well, my lady friend said.
Do you give me persuade.
Oh, I'm bad at talking. I don't know why I open my mouth. LMNOP. Oh no, it's bad. Can I intimidate instead?
If you'd like to intimidate, run for it. Oh yeah.
I can only succeed at intimidate rolls, and that's it.
Makes sense.
I mean, to be fair, I could have come
Soldier in me.
behind and try as well.
Yeah.
So.
The soldier in me comes out. I start ordering him around.
Yes, he kind of like, you see his eyes just like shoot wider, and he just kind of like kind of composes himself and sits in his chair and straightens himself up and is basically awaiting what you have to say.
Thank you. That's better. Is he a balding, portly fellow?
Yeah.
Oh, smart.
Oh,
No, he's not. He's
All
kind
right.
of slender. He does have like a toupee, but like that's the extent.
Now, I'm looking for the balding, portly fellow that's supposed to be her manager. Do you know anything about him?
I can't say I do. I don't really talk to that guy. We've had our a fair amount of ill words exchanged. I only usually contact him for regards to Miss Cavollaro. But since she's went missing, I haven't had contact with neither her or him.
Well, maybe you should have, because we have reports that he seemed to recognize the feller she went off with.
That is fact.
Connected to that, would the owner of the Alfa Romero manufacturer plant happen to be a donor to the city?
I don't believe so. He's not one of our patrons, at least. Why do you ask about the Alfa Romero?
That seemed to be the car that she got into.
Exactly that. That was the last vehicle she was seen in.
Is that so? I never sent a car, an Alfa Romero no less, to retrieve Miss Cavallaro from the train station.
Would you know if any of your opera patrons happen to drive an Alfa Romero regularly?
I could not care less about people's choice of transportation. I don't pay attention to those details. I simply care about the money that they give us in order to perform what we do.
As a gentleman
Now-
who cares about the money, why do you not pay attention to those that signal money?
Because they just arrive and give me their money, and their money alone makes their vehicles no concern to me.
Now, dang it, I completely forgot my question. Continue on, Delphine.
Oh shit! I apologize if I threw you off. Delphine cannot take this gentleman seriously.
Because who cares about the donations to the Opera House but is unable to identify who of their patrons drives the nicest cars? And who potentially drives the vehicle that could have taken their star performer away from them? I have a feeling that maybe you are caring about the wrong parts of this opera. Where are you paying your attention, make it sir? Because you are clearly disheveled, but are you disheveled in the right ways? Where is Caterina? Where is she?
If I may,
That's
if
not
I may.
unusual. He's focused on the quality of the show. That's absolutely fine.
I'd say at this point is when Archie and James enter into the room.
Yeah.
Mr. Director, sir, what was it that you and her manager were arguing about? Did it have anything to do with Miss Cavallaro herself?
Oh no, we've known each other since we were children. He's a rather brash and angry little man.
You've known each other since you were children, but earlier you just said you don't really know much about it.
I don't talk to him much
You
anymore.
don't talk to him, right? But you haven't even addressed him by name.
The less I have to speak that bastard's name, the better.
What's his name then?
His name is Reggio.
Now, was that so hard?
Yes, believe it or
Sorry
not.
To interrupt you, ladies and gentlemen, we actually had some samples of the food for tomorrow. I was wondering if you'd like to try them. I heard some yelling, and I thought we might be able to cool off whatever was going on.
Give me charm or persuade.
Oh, you're making me.
James is gonna do something completely different than that.
Oh,
Let's see how this goes first.
I was trying to do good cop, bad
Yeah.
cop.
I want to see this.
Hey, look at you.
Let's go.
Did it succeed?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. You did it.
Now, I think we're all a little stressed with the missing Lady Cavallaro, but the show must go on.
Yes, regrettably so. as much as important as she is to not just the performance, but to the city itself, we must open as planned with the understudy in the role. But yes, but what is it that you've prepared now?
This is a very fancy British dish. I have a little bit of training. I don't think I've introduced myself. My name is Aline Bibian, and I dare say the woman in front of you right now, Director, this stunning woman is, well, probably better than your understudy. As I gesture to Delphine, wearing Cavaro's clothes. I dare say she is the spitting image of Lady Cavaro as well.
Glares, daggers, silently at you.
I've seen her work before, quite renowned. One day of time, probably more than enough to get her ready for a show.
Yeah, so it's far too late now to take any new stars in. Our understudy is more than capable of performing the part herself.
See, that is why understudies exist.
If I may, sir. By any chance, are you friends with the owner of the automobile company?
No, he isn't exactly one of our patrons. No. So I'm afraid I am not. Why are so many people asking about this automobile company?
Do any of your patrons purchase anything from them? Maybe investments, stocks?
We already asked this, James. The answer was he doesn't know.
Oh, well, that's good, because, the victim of the most recent murder, well, it's very likely that, the perpetrator has your star. And might stab him to death.
The man raises an eyebrow to you, and on what grounds do you have this information?
Well, the police, your bookie by the side door. Who needs more than just a break? He needs a vacation. But also the people that were protesting in front of the police station had a lovely chat with them. Good people.
He's not mine, just so you know.
Yes, I was going to say, what brings an American back here exactly?
Very complicated things that if I were to describe to you, you would really go insane.
A close personal friendship with the Lady Caterina, so quite literally you could go insane if you think about the exploits of your star actress. Best leave it to herself, correct?
Well, if there's a chance you can get her back before tomorrow night, then by all means pursue whatever the hell you want. I have a show I need to prepare. And he like snatches one of the oysters off of your tray, Archie.
I still have questions.
Yes, sir. You may enjoy these oysters as much as they're just samples for tomorrow. But do you know where we could find that Reggio? For?
It's hard to tell. He's usually always with her, so if she's missing, he's probably missing too. I don't know. He could die in a fire for all I care. And he slurps the oyster down.
Ugh. Well, I will say that was not helpful, as I'm just gonna have one of the oysters myself and stand off to the side.
Evangeline still has questions.
Yes, what is it? Make it quick. I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow night.
Was there anyone unusual at the party that happened for Flavio Conti's return? Like, was there anyone who was especially close to Miss Cavallaro or acting strangely towards her?
Not that I could recall. It seemed to be a quite joyous event. I don't recall seeing anybody being suspicious, if that's what you're asking. No.
All right. Well, we've taken up enough of your time then.
I would agree to that statement. Please show them out. And he waves to his assistant. And the assistant nods and just kind of like motions for you to exit the door.
Guys.
I'm going.
We exit.
Okay.
What's the plan? I'll whisper as we're all exiting.
Yeah, so you guys are led to that stage door where the guy that James talked to earlier is standing outside of still.
Oh wait, we're let out that exit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna nod my head and said thank you.
The guy at the door kind of like gives you like a weird look and then just refocuses his gaze back to the sky.
Delphine's gonna look over at Archie and be like, next time you decide to throw me onto the bus to be a performer, let me know ahead of time. Good God!
Why? You would have said no.
No, if you want me to act a part of the ingenue, I can do that. You just have to let me know.
Well, I am terribly sorry. But not really. I think you would have done an excellent job.
I was gonna say you are not sorry.
I can't lie. So, I guess the question remains, what to do? It seems like this Reggio fellow is probably the tree to bark up, but...
Well, it seems like all signs point to the automaker after all.
So we head over to the manufacturer, the Alpha Romero.
Okay, but what's our story going? What do we do?
At this point, it's getting to be like early evening.
Well, we're first gonna talk to the workers.
Are we inspectors? Are we...
Are the workers gonna be there? Don't they get off in the evening?
Not if they're pissed off. If I were
We
one of
go
them,
to the
I'd be storming
bus!
that place.
Oh, I was going to say we go where they let off a little bit of steam. You go over to the bars, you get a little bit of drinking them, loose lips sink ships. It's probably not the first time I've said it this week.
Well,
Let's stop at the bar on the way
True.
to the automaker and see if we get any hits. If we don't, we continue on.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just searching for the disgruntled employee or 12.
you just need to find the cheapest bar.
I mean, you have to go where the workers are going. Ah, shit, if we can find those protesters. If we can find where the protesters are going, then most likely that is where the other workers that are still working would be, don't you think? Most likely it is other workers that worked alongside the, oh, Monsieur, well, shit. Ino!
As we're walking down that way, I'm just gonna sing a song to myself. I wanna go where the people are. See them drinking.
No, that's where it came from.
Man, that sure will be a
God.
hit in 60 years.
Yeah. Hey Archie, why don't you do a stand-up?
Because I am a performer. I'm not washed up.
Hey, you
Are
should
you-
add that to the
Are you
song.
implying Delphine is?
I am hurt. My feelings are distraught.
Here,
You
here.
understand that some of us who were not born with a silver enough spoon in our mouths or did not sleep with enough women who are rich enough? Because rich men do not give away their money so easily.
I'm gonna hold a card up to your face and be like, can you tell me what card this is?
Can I?
Yeah, it's just a playing card.
Yeah, but I'm like, can
Yeah.
like, Do I just make up a card? Is it
make
gonna
up a
be the
card.
right
Make up a
card?
card.
All right, it is the Jack of Spades.
Okay, Gil. I want a sleight of hand. That trick where you have like one card in front of your hands and then you have something behind sticking through the fingers.
Yep.
I want to try to put a silver spoon in her mouth.
Okay. Let's see it.
I want to go down as the greatest magician of all time.
No. 2 off.
Like it's
I'm
Delphine.
spending it. No, I'm spending it.
Okay.
I'm spending the lot.
All right. You spend the 2
It
luck.
like slightly bumps Delphine's pierced lips, but actually slides right in perfectly.
Oh my.
Oh boy. There's a clip.
Getting
Okay,
spicy in here.
that's like, God damn it! I was
bad.
trying to
What's
play
it?
off the fact that it originally failed and then that Archie forced it to happen, and now it just sounds sexual no matter how I put it.
Say
I didn't know
forced
this
it
was
down.
fan fiction hour.
I'm just
You're
saying
just digging
some
a hole.
people
You're just digging a
might-
hole.
Some people might not be
Those are
born
the
with a silver
sequel.
spoon, but they end up with a silver spoon in their mouth nonetheless.
I have no idea how he did that.
I'm the greatest
Actually,
magician.
yes, wait, no, even, yes. Oh, yeah,
I
no.
saw
Oh,
exactly
shit.
how it happened.
James
I saw
has your
exactly
number.
how it did it.
And Delphine,
fucking
actually.
saw that
Delphine
shit.
and James both saw it, so. Oh. James
That's
even
fine.
more so.
I'm just thinking, where did he have that spoon in the first place?
Bro, no, come on.
The same place I store my peaches.
Jesus.
No.
Do we arrive at the place now?
Yeah, you do.
Delphine
I
silver
throw the
spoon in mouth.
spoon
Yeah.
in your face.
Yeah, I would say that you find a small local bar for the workers.
Do I spot the workers that were picketing?
No, none of them are here.
But
Yeah,
it's
we're-
clear that workers for Alpha
Yeah.
Romero work there.
Yeah.
All right. So Delphine,
Yeah, some of them are still in like their jumpsuits.
I don't know why, but amongst the working class, Delphine feels much more comfortable and is going to immediately like walk up to the bar and try and strike up a conversation with whoever is most open to a conversation and just be like, you know, I have not heard a single good thing about that Alpha Romero factory, and I'm willing to bet that that bourgeoisie motherfucker does not treat them with any shred of respect.
Give me give me persuade or give me fast talk and give me a bonus die.
Fast talk, shit, but bonus.
Shit.
Does
my
that
God.
mean I win?
No.
No, I
No.
don't win.
It went worse.
Yeah. The guy that you're talking to just kind of like raises an eyebrow and like leans away from you because you're still in that really pretty dress. He doesn't 100%. He doesn't feel like you're on the level, so he just kind of turns away.
James is gonna go up to the bar, just sighing, pinching his nose, taking off his tweed jacket, and just going, "Oh God, another goddamn day and night of grading papers and essays. Fucking hell."
There is the bartender kind of looks to you quizzically. Is are you like a professor or something of the like?
Yeah, Professor James, archaeology.
Archaeology? What brings you into this part of town? It's usually all workers for the Romero
just-
plant and other factories.
Passing through, you know, Italy is such an amazing place. I mean, you got the culture of Rome, the Colosseum, everything. I mean, I'd take this place over Greece, over frickin' France, over England any day.
Let's see. Oh well, that's an opinion I can't say I've heard before. Would you like
Delphine
would you like a
pouts
drink?
cutely.
Give me the hardest thing you got.
All right, and he kind of reaches below the bar and pulls out this shitty-looking bottle of what you assume to be whiskey, and he pours you a shot and just places it in front of you.
I give him. I still don't know the currency thing, but yeah, I give him the
It's
required
lira.
amount.
It's Lyra.
Yeah. I'll give him some to pay for the drink and just down the shot.
He goes, yes, there's been quite a bit of unrest for the workers lately as well. I guess one of their own got stabbed in the in a laneway between some of the warehouses.
No.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awful.
Yeah, a lot of them suspect that it was somebody who is against their unionization. They're pretty peeved about it, and some of them were protesting in front of the police officers building the police station because I guess they haven't released the body back to the family yet.
That is just outright terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And I just can't believe that the workers have to deal with that. The family has to deal with that. This whole city has to deal with that. That is just, man, that is unthinkable.
Give me fast talk with bonus die.
Oh god, I'm gonna fucking need it. Where the fuck is it?
Delphine is gonna buy a drink and again just continue to pout like next to James because just like in this attempt to just pout cutely.
What about Archie and Evangeline? What are you guys doing?
I have bought a
God.
round of beers for an auto workers table, and I am talking shop with
All
them.
right, I gotta do a
I
bonus.
I'm going to sit in
Oh,
the
no.
middle by myself, just like hands folded, and do my best to try to listen to all the individual conversations.
I don't think this is gonna work. Fucking hell. What do I have to get?
You have to get like a 0 and to beat it.
Oh my
But
god.
if you roll a 1, you could potentially, well, no, yeah, if you get a 1, you can spend luck to bring it down, because it'd be a 15 at that point. So 0 or 1 is the numbers you're looking for, because the bonus side takes the place of the 10s.
Archie hears nothing.
I hear nothing.
I am talking so much shop right now.
Holy shit! Yeah, you are. Let's see if James's bonus die pulls through for him.
Cars? I have cars.
Okay, depending on what the bonus is, can I then use luck or no?
Yeah, because you're not pushing.
Okay, cool.
This is just a bonus die.
Okay, so I just click on bonus.
Yep. So that puts you at a 25.
Oh,
or
that's
21.
not bad.
That puts you at a 21. So you would have to spend
Okay,
16 points of luck to get that to work.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Holy shit.
That's so much
It works
luck.
out. You know what? I'm not.
I got 70 luck. I got 70 luck.
Hey,
So why not?
hey! So if it's not a lot for you, then it's not a lot for you. Use it when you feel you need to.
All right.
I have 20.
Evangeline, what outcome are you looking for talking so much shop to all these guys? Because you got an extreme success. I'm just gonna let you have almost, within reason, basically whatever you want.
Yeah, so I'm trying to evoke a sense of camaraderie and their kind of pride in what they do to assimilate into this group, and then
Hell yeah.
kind of ask them questions about what happened, using that as a segue.
Right on. Yeah, no, you absolutely do. It's basically the point to where, like, even though you're like obviously a foreigner, like you are 100% with their cause.
Mm-hmm. I'll wait for James to finish his thing though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, James.
So yeah, just what happens? I feel like I'm just trying to like connect with this person.
Yeah, no, he gets the feeling that you're on the up and up with the workers, and that like you sympathize with them or empathize with them. So he's like, yeah, it's pretty bad, but You know, they say that the unions are going to bring good things for the workers, and God's willing, you know, they need it.
True. You know. Hey, if you ever need a speaker or someone to help out, you know, I'm in the city for a few days. I would love to come to any meeting or anything.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not in their union per se, but I can certainly put in a good word for you.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate the work that, you know, automobile employees do. I mean, without the hard workers, I wouldn't have a car. I wouldn't be able to get to class. I wouldn't be able to get home to my family. I wouldn't be able to support the kids that come to my class and actually try and put in an effort. So without the automobile industry, like without the hard workers of that industry, like nothing would work. So big props to you guys, to everyone who works.
Yeah. I'm glad that somebody at least appreciates what we've got going on here. But yeah, damn shame about that guy. And you see him pour another shot, and he sets it in front of you, and he says, "This one's on the house." And
I
he
appreciate that.
turns his attention to a couple other people who have approached the bar. Evangeline.
So anyway, that's why I really think that the Duesenberg Model A touring car is possibly the next car of the future. But I also heard that Ford Model A was coming out, and that's just something to be excited about. Don't y'all agree?
One of them's like, I mean, the Model A is American, right? That's how long do you think it's going to take to reach us here in Milan?
Well, I believe that you all know that a good car is worth waiting for. I really do like the Alfa Romeo RL. It has some of the smoothest road quality. Do you think that, I don't mean to be rude. I heard there was a terrible accident. You don't think that's going to push away production, do you?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. The union's still pretty small and hasn't been able to make the changes that we're trying to implement, but hopefully we can see some fucking justice for the poor guy.
You haven't even seen justice? Tell me about your cause.
Well, he was murdered right there in the laneway between some of the warehouses, and his body was taken into custody, and they haven't returned it to the family yet. We think it's a big cover-up for basically just some tyrannical, rich hoity-toity types.
Did anyone see anything? It happened right in front of the factory.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know of anybody who's actually was a first-hand witness to anything that happened there. It was in one of the warehouses that is further back in the on the factory property. Very few people frequent back there. That guy just happened to be working in that area.
Did anyone see like a car go by? Or, well, I know that you work on cars, but having one riding around must be somewhat of a rarity.
Not as rare as you would think. Now, of course, you know, there's quality inspection for the vehicles that come off the line, but so to see some of the cars being driven around to make sure that nothing was made incorrectly wouldn't be too strange of an occurrence.
So if you think it's a cover-up, do you not think it was an accident that happened?
I can't say for sure. It's just I can't speak to the accident itself. I can only speak to how it's being handled. It seems that the police have made little effort in the investigation, but which is, I guess, when there's a missing opera singer, I guess they would rather focus their attention on that.
Who would it be, you think, that the police would be likely to protect in this way?
Just look at anybody with a big enough pocketbook, and I'm positive that they'll be willing to sweep some things under the rug for him.
Now, I think we should change the subject to something lighter. If I were to purchase one of these vehicles, would I purchase directly from the factory? Like, do I have to sign a registry or anything like that? Put my name down on record, perhaps?
With the newer models, especially with the RL, then yes, you would most likely have to go directly to the factory.
Are the RLs new? How many have y'all sold?
Not a whole lot, honestly. At least as far as I know. I'm not exactly a bookkeeper.
Oh, of course. I was just inquiring. You know, sometimes you like to have something that's real rare, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you have been absolutely a delight. Barkeeper, another round, please.
The workers at the table cheer. Which is weird to see in a town that seems to have lost pretty much any feeling of joy.
Well, what can I say? I'm a humanitarian.
All right.
I go over to Archie and report my findings.
Huh? Oh. Huh? I wasn't
You
sleeping.
look positively overloaded. Are you alright, honey?
Oh. I am dandy.
How are the legs feeling?
The legs are feeling wonderful. Now it's you mentioned that it seems like they probably have a listing of individuals who have bought these cars recently.
Oh yes, and if the cars haven't been sold a lot, I can only imagine that listing is small, but it does seem that we could also break into the police station and check out the body they're so keen to cover up. So it's really just the amount of crime you'd like to do tonight.
Well, I think if we're breaking into a car dealership, that's probably more my lot than looking at a dead body if I had to have a preference. James really does enjoy a good dead body.
Believe that's actually true. He has created quite a few.
Indeed. Plus, if he goes into the police station, I'm sure for a reason to take out a gun.
Well, I think this will either result in our friends gruesomely dying or saving the day. So, you know what? I guess their fate's up to them.
I'm just gonna look at James. James, do you look like the type of person going to die valiantly tonight?
Delphine answers yes.
If you mean die valiantly, you mean taking a few bastards down with me?
Sure. Does it look like you're itching for a fight tonight?
It's not my first resort.
Well, what would say that me and you go to the auto shop? I can get you in the front door, and then we can find the files we need, and we send those two over to the
Get out
police
of my swamp!
I mean,
Gosh, I
we'll
always wanted to
probably
say
have
that,
to take a group
but
consensus. We
please,
wouldn't want to split the
don't
party
go.
just on our own twosome.
I'm really lonely.
Carmelia the Quetzal,
No,
thank
of
you
course
so
not.
much for the raid. I appreciate you. Welcome in, Raiders. If you're new here, my name is Gil Swamp Guy. I am a swamp creature, suburban dad, tabletop game enthusiast. Sometimes I play other stuff, like if you've seen any of the Danganronpa streams that I've done. I just kind of do what I like, mostly tabletop games. So if that's your vibe, click the follow. Welcome in. Thank you again, Carmelia, for the raid. Let me give you a shout out real quick.
I'll raise my Aperol spritz to the Raiders as well.
And I'm going to also give a shout out to Squabi, because they rated us as well, and so did Raikoi. So I'm going to give them quick shout outs before we continue.
No worries.
I just have a frosty mug of beer, but I'll raise it to the Raiders as well.
I don't know what Delphine is drinking, but she's drinking it in personal solidarity to the fact that apparently Nobody trusts her, so
Uh,
she gets to drink alone tonight. No.
I'll buy.
You're literally drinking 2 feet from us.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's why it's just such a like personal pity party.
I just
Delphine?
imagine that I walked next to Delphine, sat down, and just started the conversation that she tried to do.
That's why Delphi's like pretending to be like a part of it, just like, yeah, this is my friend. We're totally together. However, yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and look cute now because that's all I can do.
Delphine, here, try this. As I'll order a Aperol spritz. This, believe me, you have to try this. It was made
This
by the
will help.
Barberi brothers 2 years ago. Fantastic drink.
All right. So, just so I get this straight in my head, Archie and Evangeline are going to go to the factory, and James and Delphine are going back to the police station. Is that right?
Well, we kind of volunteered Delphine
Oh.
and James to do that, but they probably weigh in before we just shove them out the door.
Agreed.
Besides, Archie, if Delphine goes to the police station, who is gonna carry you?
You,
All of it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you found a new carry person.
Oh, jealousy.
Evangeline, you don't have to be jealous. It is totally okay. You can
I'm
carry
also
me
an
whenever
Octonauts
you want.
enthusiast. I forgot about that part. I really need to work that into my intro.
That's true.
I'm next.
It is a necessary portion of it.
The next model is going to be like Octonauts, like stylized.
I mean, I can do that, Gil. Is that an official request?
Honestly, it'd
Say
be-
that shit with your artist in the stream.
that's right. My artist is in the stream. Yeah. Oh boy. I don't know. Maybe that might be something to think about. That would be funny. Anyway.
Oh my god.
An Octonauts styled Gil.
Swamp Dad report. Anyway.
Oh my god.
I hope we all show up to
Javi
next
knows what's
stream
up.
with each
I
of our
do.
characters in like a different cartoon style. I would totally do Miss Frizzle.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Okay,
my
well,
god,
here's
yeah.
the problem. Is you brought it up, so now I'm gonna have to do it. Now I'm gonna write it down.
Gil Octonauts, Dyna, Miss Magic School Bus, Javi, Ed, and Eddie.
Wait, what?
I don't
The
know.
fuck?
I was just throwing spaghetti at the wall, my guy. Maybe one of the noodles stuck.
I hope Archeline is in the style of Doug.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What would Arcus be?
Yeah. Yeah,
Doug.
Doug.
Okay.
Or
Like I use your characters and your real and your streamer names interchangeably.
I could be Finn from Adventure Time.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Think about how
Yeah,
lanky
okay,
they are. With their
okay.
tiny legs, they can't even walk. They have to
Okay, so
carry-
that means that I'm gonna have to do Steven Universe, right?
Oh, that's
Oh, I would totally be Steven Universe. I would totally do that.
Delphine
That
and
show is
James,
amazing.
which are you feeling like you're up for looking at dead bodies or cars tonight?
I mean, we already know what the police station looks like, so I don't see why I would not just go back. If they catch us, we can blame it on the ball of curiosity.
You're stealing a dead body.
You're stealing a dead body. I don't. What difference does it make? We took a fucking arm. People have been shot in the head. We've been in the painting. At this rate, do you expect me to really feel like there's a line?
We've
Wait, are
really
we
hope we're
Robin
whispering.
Hooding this body back to
I
its family?
really hope we're whispering about this in a bar.
Drunk, it doesn't matter. Not Delphine. Evangeline's literally bought like 2 rounds. It is
I don't-
unregulated alcohol.
You know, we're in a bar full of disgruntled people. If you're talking about Robin Hooding a body back to its family, they might be in.
I'm just gonna stand there and I'm just
Ooh.
gonna yell, Riot! See if anybody gets going.
See if that does anything. If anyone takes you seriously.
I don't think anybody rioted.
See? Nobody's listening.
Well, do we want to
James is gonna
rile the crowd into swarming the police station?
James is gonna stand on the bar and just
I have a
Just clear his
feeling
throat.
that is what we're gonna be doing.
Now I know some of you have had some very messed up, or for a lack of academia set of terms, really fucked up shit going on in this town. A man works his ass off. He's killed. The high-end class just does not fucking give a shit about all of you. And the police clearly don't give a crap about any of you. Why don't we show them what happens when you fuck with the little guy?
Oh no.
When you don't pay attention to us? Why don't we show them what really happens?
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Are you
That's
trying James, are you trying to incite a riot?
Yes?
Okay. Shit. All right. Persuade or charm, you need a hard success.
I will use all my luck points for this shit.
I bet you fucking will.
Okay. I'm gonna go with charm because it's slightly better, only by 5. I don't have enough luck for that shit.
You could push the roll.
You could push the roll.
Push.
But
Push.
if you
ready to go lower, and then I could use all my luck.
I'm
I don't
just
think
gonna
you
like
can use the luck on the push.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think you
gonna
can.
walking away.
Let me
from
look this
James.
up because this is kind of a big fucking play.
Well, I was gonna say, can Delphine help maybe? Also turn around and like hop onto the bar. And just be like, I understand that I am not from where you are from, but I am from a city. I am from Harry. I have been treated like dirt. I have been born to nothing, and I have had no money, and then I have been stepped all over and treated like shit. And I understand what this is like. I don't care what I am wearing. What I am wearing is fake. I stole this. I am pretending.
Okay.
I am nothing but a pretender.
Jeez.
Gil, I'd like to
Like,
stand at the
that's
back of the room
That's fair.
as
Yeah.
the two of these are doing this, and I just want to go, yeah, what they're saying makes a lot of sense to me too.
Shit. Okay.
I'm gonna yell, another round. Raise a glass.
Okay. We hold on. I have to fucking GM brain my way through what needs to happen here. Also,
Coordinated effort to start a riot.
so luck points cannot be spent on luck rolls, adjusting damage rolls, or altering the resultant outcome of a pushed roll.
Okay.
So
Right.
you can push it, but if you fail, it's going to lead to some pretty nasty consequences. Or you can try to let somebody else do it because apparently everybody's fucking working on this one.
Yeah, I'll let the others.
Okay,
get
so
in.
here's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. We're gonna do it in this order. Archie,
Wow.
I'm assuming since you're doing it in the back and you're like kind of like throwing your voice a little bit and trying to ramp some people up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a fast talk, and if you succeed, you can grant a bonus die to the other two.
Oh, I'm gonna let you know, Gil. I'm going to succeed.
Okay.
I'm standing in the back and I'm just yelling, yeah, their words resonate with me. Words.
Let's see it.
I failed.
By 7. By 11.
I'm not pushing that.
You're not
Oh
gonna.
wait, no, I'm pushing it.
You're gonna push it.
I'm gonna
You're
push
gonna
it.
push it?
I'm
Okay.
gonna push it. At a 51,
Alright.
I think.
If you fail, this is gonna be bad.
That's okay.
Same
Roll
number?
the exact same.
What are the odds?
The dice
1 in
gods are
100.
I
displeased.
hate
Are
you.
you serious?
Holy
The same
shit.
number.
The exact same fucking number.
Okay, well now at this point,
It all is going wrong.
At this
But
point,
what if it's a 62 again? Oh,
I hate you. I hate you so much.
so now, because of your failure in this, nothing's gonna happen to you, but now Evangeline and Delphine now have penalty die.
Oh
Nice.
no.
I hate you so much.
nice.
I hate you so much.
So well, hold on, I got Mercy DM.
God damn it!
I'd like to
I-
make credit
Pay
rating
to
is my
win.
role.
So okay, so Delphine and Evangeline, you guys can follow James's follow suit by rolling either charm or persuade, but you two have penalty die.
Can,
Shit, okay.
since I have already established camaraderie, can I use either skill I have? Like,
So since you've already established camaraderie, I would give you a bonus die, which would actually negate the penalty die, so yours is just straight.
oh, I am very
So-
bad at persuading people.
So yeah,
Evangeline.
persuade or
It could also be
charm.
charm. It could also be charm.
Abandon
Have
ship,
you
everyone.
met have you met Evangeline? She is not charming.
Alright, well, here we go. Oh no!
Off by
bad.
2. Whoa! Oh, that's the penalty, so you have to take the 67.
Oh.
Oh, if that would have been your bonus die, you would have smoked it.
Oh, wait, with the penalty though, can I use luck?
Yeah, because you didn't push.
Yeah, so I only have to drop it down like 2 to meet 65, right?
Well, I asked James for a hard succeed, so whatever half of 65 is.
32.
So 67 minus 32, that's how many luck points you'd have to spend to make this work.
Oh my god.
So what is that? That's 35?
Yeah, you'd have
It's
to
up
spend
to
35.
you. It is entirely up to you. I will not
Where-
push.
Let's
Yeah,
see
I
what
I won't.
before you make your decision, let's see what Evangeline
Oh, it
does.
is not happening. I have like no charm or persuasion. Okay, well.
Please get lucky.
Oh my god!
Oh
Wait, wait, that's a regular success.
Yeah, but you said that with the thing you would get a bonus, which
She needs-
negates the penalty.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
she'd have to
true.
spend 6.
But I asked for a hard success.
I
It's
will
not a
spend
failure.
6 luck points
All right.
and raise a fucking glass.
And at this moment, you see not just your table, but the tables that have other workers and other people of the working class raising their glasses with you. And you hear shouts of uprising, of
I start
making
to chant,
the rich
Get
pay.
him back! Get him back!
And
Get
then
him back!
Get him back as the whole bar starts chanting. And
That's right.
and you see people taking out knives. You see people taking saps out of their pockets. You see even the bartender is getting the shotgun off of the wall and is grabbing ammo from underneath the bar.
I'm just gonna like get off the bar quickly and just kind of like clean where I just stood on.
I like to think this isn't Evangeline's first riot/uprising, so she kind of knows what to do.
Yeah, Delphina's gonna scurry in towards whoever looks to be the safest person in the bar right now of the friends.
In my backstory, she was a suffragette, so she knows what she's doing. She knows how to
Let's
spark a
start
crowd.
riot.
And so as these workers rise up and start producing weapons, I'm probably gonna say that this is maybe about 35 people at this bar. Your guys, yourselves included. All of the other patrons stand up with their weapons and they all start rushing out the door. At this point, I'd say it's probably getting close to sundown.
James is gonna go over to Archie and be like, "All right, you and Evangeline need to hurry and get over to the automobile place."
Oh, I thought I said my like fist is in the air. Are we not rioting?
I'm gonna be a
Like,
part of it. But not all of
creating
us
a
can be
distraction
arrested.
for you. Yeah.
Oh, it seems like
Also,
a lot of fun.
probably not a particular cash cows that make the most money.
I mean,
or has the most.
it's how often do you get to be part of a riot, though?
Should
Right.
we just switch and
Riot.
we go to the riot, and then you guys go to the car place? What are you guys doing? We all want to riot?
I can go to the car place. That's fine. I just don't know what I'm looking for.
I see the bartender
God.
with the shotgun, and I immediately, nope, I'm out.
Archie like gets up. He's like, yeah. He sees the bartender. Oh no.
Nope.
No, sits back down. He's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, quick! Someone
Alright.
start singing Les Mis.
Somebody just tell me where to go. Am I leading this riot, or am I going to buy a car?
Yeah, let's get this established real quick. Who's going to the factory and who's going to the riot at the police station?
James is going to look at everyone and be like, you know what? All three of you should go to the automobile place. I will stay back with the riot.
I don't know if I trust you alone with a riot. If I'm
I have a feeling it might be best if we continue what we have been doing and having the two two here, two over there. It's fine. I can stay. You two stay away. He's already tapped out, and you have all this the money, and it is probably much better for you to not end up in jail.
Well, I just don't want to be shot again.
Yes, you're a wimp, and she is the most valuable. We have established.
I don't know why you think you'd have less of a chance of getting shot with me. We already have established precedents here.
Right, but you feel
We
bad about
established
that.
it in the first episode.
Well,
This is a
sometimes
new
I-
person. I don't want to be around any of you right now.
I'm gonna pick up Archeline and start heading towards the car.
I imagine it's like just one arm around my waist like a briefcase.
It's more like a fucking I think.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, so who is our established teams?
I think it is Delphine and James and Evangeline and Archie.
Okay.
I mean, Delphine can go with the other group.
No, you might get yourself killed or kill somebody and then get yourself arrested for murder. If there isn't somebody there to maybe pull the gun up or down when you shoot at the back of somebody's head again.
You did randomly pull that gun on that poor man.
You really did.
To be fair, he was blocking my view.
No, I meant the other man.
See? There is
Oh, the guy
precedent.
working for the evil dude. That guy. Oh.
He wasn't. He was just some liar that was trying to profit off of a situation, and then you almost shot him.
Point
I wasn't
being,
gonna
there's
shoot him.
precedence that you shoot people.
All right.
All
I
right,
wasn't
go
gonna
after your
shoot
riot.
him. I was gonna graze him.
All
I
right.
don't want you to kill anyone.
So as the four of you leave the bar, splitting up to head to your destinations, pair of you going to the auto factory and two of you going to participate in the riot against the Milan police. I think that is a good spot to end the session.
Beautiful.
Do you hear the people singing loud?
No, I like the other one that Arcus was singing.
Let's
start a riot.
Okay, but is that thrash metal, or just pop?
That's 3 Days Grace.
Great. Whatever they are.
Yeah, whatever they
Can't
are
you
now.
see that Archeline has like 2 cuts in the eyebrow? Metal.
Oh
Metal.
yeah, that was yeah. I was just fucking around, but you know what? Now I regret my choices.
Oh boy,
No,
it's
I'm
too late
metal.
for regret now.
I
I
don't
mean,
regret
you
my
can still go.
choices.
You can still
That
go to the
is-
automobile place.
That is on brand for Evangeline.
Oh no, I'm talking about my art choices with drawing Archie's.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I'm fully in.
But thank you guys so much for stopping by for another installment of Horror on the Orient Express. Thank you to my players for starting a riot, literally. All right, let's go down the table. Forgotten, what do you got coming up? What do you want to shout out?
Shadow Fall Gil! I forgot, Fall Gil!
Dyna.
Oh, I actually have projects, but also follow Gil. I'll be running a D&D one-shot for my Massive Mercenary campaign on Monday, and then another one the following Sunday. So if you're looking for even more tabletop content, head over to my channel.
All right.
I guess that is me.
Yep.
I'm Arcus. I actually do have a project coming up. We are running the Realms of Enath MMO tabletop RPG on the stream coming up, where every viewer in the chat has a permanent character that is directly tied to your Twitch account. And you can roll dice as your character from Twitch. So it's Twitch Plays D&D.
Nice. And Havi.
Oh shit. Yeah, first things first, better fucking follow Gil or James is gonna find you.
And follow Gil.
Follow or die.
But yeah, other thing is, my TTRPG is nearly ready for alpha playtesters.
Let's go.
So, yeah, if you're interested, definitely also check out Arcus, because I know he's working on something really cool. But yeah, that's all I got.
Right on. As far as myself, the Monster of the Week one-shot that was scheduled for next Saturday, I think is going to be moved, but stick around for when that gets planned. Between sometime during like next week, probably likely be on a Tuesday or a Thursday, you can probably expect another stream of Danganronpa, because I need to find out how that ends and somehow get over the anger that is what happened during the last stream. And that was bad. If you were there and you saw my little rage fit towards the end of the stream, I was a little upset.
A little.
Just a little. But outside of that, I think that's all I've got going on. Follow the Twitter for updates on when the next sessions for Chrono Core, Call of Cthulhu, Pathfinder, the Monster of the Week one shot. Come join the Discord. We have fun. Let me actually just drop that Discord command in chat. And I think that's about all I've got going on. We are going to end tonight's session by raiding another cast member of Chrono Core. We're gonna go say hi to Wild Burke, who's playing Lethal Company. I've heard some stuff about. I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about that. I only saw like a funny TikTok clip of somebody playing it. But outside of that, I don't know what that game is. So maybe I'll stick around, drop him a follow, and find out. But until next time, have a good night.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all.
My intros are fucking garbage, or my outros are garbage. The intros are okay.
Follow Gil, damn it.
Follow Gil.
Yeah,
Yes,
follow
okay.
Gil.
Bye bye.
I've forgotten. Follow Gil.
And we have rated.